following is a presentation of Westwood One Sports. If it's the NFL, it's on Westwood One.
Play clock down to 2. Shotgun snap. Stafford drops back, lofts a tight spiral near side. Wide open catch. Nakua over the shoulder, breaks a tackle, and he spins his way into the end zone. It's a 50-yard touchdown catch, hit in stride by Stafford, and the LA Rams have punched back here in Detroit. Goff in the shotgun, gets the snap. Buccaneers rush 5. Goff floats it to the right side of the end zone. Fingertip grab. Amon-Ra St. Brown gives the Lions a 13-point lead. It's 30-17.
Now, it's time for Sunday Night Football. Let's head to the stadium and join Ryan Radke and Mike Golick.
We welcome you to Ford Field in the Motor City of Detroit, Michigan for Week 1 of Sunday Night Football. It's a playoff rematch from last season as the Detroit Lions host the Los Angeles Rams. Tonight's broadcast of the National Football League on Westwood One is sponsored by Barbasol Shaving Cream, by BetMGM, by Indeed.com, by Wrangler, and by the official NFL app. Hi, everybody. I'm Ryan Radke along with Mike Golick. Scott Graham will join us shortly from our Westwood One studios. Our season begins with a game involving two teams that are very familiar with one another. It was just last year the Lions and Rams met on Super Wildcard Weekend right here in Detroit and engaged in a classic. The Lions came out on top 24-23. Mike, that was Detroit's first step in a playoff journey that took them all the way to the NFC Championship game and very close to going to the Super Bowl. They're anxious to prove that last year was not a blip. They're not a one-year wonder. They want everybody to know they are now a contender and they are to be taken seriously when we talk about the elite in this league.
Yeah, expectations are high, and that all starts with Dan Campbell. I remember going back to Dan Campbell's introductory press conference when he was talking about biting kneecaps, and as a former player, I was like, oh man, those players are going to be dreading training camp, how hard it's going to be. But Dan got them to buy in, and obviously winning proves the buying in works, and this is a team with high expectations. Listen, the Rams, won a Super Bowl a few years ago, so they have players on the team that won it, so they kind of know where that is. But for Detroit, this is close to uncharted territory.
Yeah, and don't forget, that game last year, the Rams had the ball with a chance to win. It came right down to the wire. They've got all their top weapons back on offense. On defense, they do say goodbye to the great Aaron Donald, who announced his retirement. How do you see this Rams team as we come into 2024?
Well, I mean, you have some youth on the defensive side with the two rookies in Verse and Braden Fisk. And then you have second-year guys who played great, Kobe Turner and Byron Young. I mean, they were rookies last year, but they were fantastic. So you do have some youth being served against a veteran Detroit offensive line. So I look for that matchup.
The story of the quarterbacks has been told over and over again. Jared Goff, Matthew Stafford traded for each other 4 years ago. Mike, it's interesting. It's really the rare sports trade that worked out for everybody.
Yes. That's exactly right. It did. It worked out for both, and Jared still, there was a thought, will Jared be the quarterback going into the future here? Will they think about making the change? But why? He's been playing great. They just keep building with receivers and the dual threat of running back behind them. So you're right. I mean, rare do you see a trade where both sides are like, yeah, we feel pretty good about it, and Detroit's feeling great about their chances.
You were down on the field about 20 minutes ago. How about the atmosphere in this place tonight?
I mean, again, the expectations are so high. The players are also expecting to be great. And again, that's led by Dan Campbell, and he is just bringing all the Detroit fans with him who have. It's been a long time since they had a team like this to cheer for.
Lions have never won back-to-back division titles in the Super Bowl era. They hope that tonight is their first step to erasing that from the record books. Much more to come from Detroit as we approach kickoff between the Rams and the Lions. When we return, Scott Graham joins us from our Progressive Insurance Studios. For a job you'll love, visit progressive.com/careers. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Touchdown,
throughout the 2024 season. Each NFL team channel on the SiriusXM app will feature the team's pre- and post-game shows before and after every game.
What's given me confidence is how they've responded to adversity.
Get instant reaction, live interviews, and press conference audio. Now your favorite team's broadcast includes their pre- and post-game shows all season long on the SiriusXM app. All 32 team channels are also available in vehicles equipped with SiriusXM 360L radios.
The basketball talk never stops all summer long on SiriusXM NBA Radio.
That's one of the best signings of the summer.
Our experts are breaking down every move and talking to some of the best guests around the association.
We're talking with Rich Paul of Clutch Sports Management.
The head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers is J.J. Redick.
I want that challenge. I'm not going to run from that challenge.
Your 24/7, 365 home for hoops is SiriusXM NBA Radio Channel 86 in the car and anytime you want on the all-new SiriusXM app.
If you love golf, then you should never turn off PGA Tour Radio. Hear from the biggest names in the sport.
Champion golfer of the year is Xander Schauffele.
I think best round of golf ever in my life.
Listen to special shows from people who love the game, like rock and roll legend Alice Cooper.
There's a putt, must be 90 feet long, and you make that putt.
And get help with your own game.
You'll get through your iron shots and have predictable distance.
It's all golf, all the time, on PGA Tour Radio, Channel 92 in the car, and on the SiriusXM app.
I'm Bruce Murray.
And I'm Rich Gannon.
Join us Monday, noon Eastern Time on the SiriusXM Blitz. We recap Cowboys, Browns, Rams, Lions, and the rest of Week 1 around the National Football League.
And we'll get you ready for Monday Night Football between the Jets and the 49ers as Aaron Rodgers makes his return to the field.
Rodgers under center, drops back. It's a Jet touchdown!
So don't miss the SiriusXM Blitz with me, along with Rich Gannon, Monday, noon Eastern Time on SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Welcome to the Sunday Night Football pregame show on Westwood One, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Now, here's your host, Scott Graham.
From our Westwood One studios, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Week 1 in the National Football League. As we said at the top, we have got a beauty, and as Ryan and Mike told you, there's a lot of excitement around this ball game with the Rams and the Detroit Lions going back at it again as they did in the playoffs last year. Now, people may not remember, the Rams got there with a great streak to end the season. They won 7 of their last 8 games. Matthew Stafford was a big part of it. He gets a chance to go home again, and he was asked this week, are you going to hear the greeting that you get?
Yeah, I feel the crowd, 100%. Motivating factor, love it. You know, I'm one of the guys that walks into the, opposing stadium. Everybody has their headphones on. I don't. I want to hear all of it. I want to smell it. I want to feel like it's football, and that's part of football, especially going to an away game. So that stuff, just motivates me.
On the other side, you've got a Lions team that you may remember back in 2022, they started the season at 1-6. What ended up happening after that? They've won 22 of their last 30 games since then. That's the third best in the National Football League behind just the Chiefs and the 49ers. They average almost 32 points in home games since 2022. Is Dan Campbell excited about this? Well, have you met Dan Campbell?
I'm pretty excited, to see where this game goes. Now, look, we know we got a good opponent. We know this quarterback. He's done it for a long time, and, he's one of the best that plays behind center. So it'll be a challenge, but I really do like our matchup, and I love where our defense is at right now.
When you take a look at the defense and what they've got to do, they've got to figure out a way to shut down Puka Nacua, who had that record-setting yards by a rookie in an NFL playoff game of 181 last year. But talking about his own quarterback, Jared Goff, 42 of his 59 passing touchdowns since 2022 have come right there at Ford Field. Got a great matchup coming up for you tonight, an exciting one here on Westwood One. As we work our way toward kickoff of Sunday Night Football, it's time now to hear from Nick Costos of BetQL Network with some of the numbers our listeners might be interested in for tonight's matchup between the Rams and the Lions. Nick?
Thanks, Scott. The spread for Sunday Night Football sees Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions, a 5-point home favorite over Matthew Stafford and the LA Rams, the total 53.5. And we've seen one-way traffic in the betting market on both side and total, coming on the favored Lions and the over. Detroit was as low as a 3-point favorite earlier this week before getting blasted out to 5. And the move makes sense, with the Rams dealing with injuries and suspensions along the offensive line. If you think LA's high-powered offense can score enough to keep it close, you would be getting the best of the number by betting the Rams +5. And just keep in mind, if you want to bet the over, it's the highest total of the week by 4 points. And the two teams combined for just 47 points when they played this past January. As for props, Rams star wideout Puka Nacua had 181 yards when these two teams met in last season's playoffs. His receiving yards prop tonight, 73.5. I'm Nick Costos from the BetQL Network, sponsored by BetMGM, the sportsbook born in Vegas. Please gamble responsibly. Scott, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Nick. As we continue with the pregame show, there's little doubt he was the greatest Lion ever. And when he walked away, he broke Detroit's heart. A conversation with Barry Sanders is next. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? Huh? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
Football season is here. Do you have your picks in on Sleeper? Just pick more or less on at least 2 player stats, and you could win up to 100 times your money. For new users, Sleeper will even match your first deposit with up to $100 credit to your account. Just download the Sleeper app today and use code BLOCK for a credit up to $100 match on your first deposit. That's code BLOCK. Must be 18 years in most states and in state where it is legal. Promo code and other restrictions apply. Visit Sleeper.com. Please wager responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-426-2537 for help. Paid for by Blitz Studios.
Welcome back to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One. I'm Scott Graham in the Progressive Insurance Studios, offering auto, home, and commercial auto insurance, plus a variety of business insurance options. Visit Progressive.com today. We talked about it a moment ago. The greatest Lion ever. Most people are going to say, of course, it was Barry Sanders. He was a Rookie of the Year. He was an MVP. He was a rushing champion. He ran for 2,000 yards in a season. What is he doing these days? A lot of the work that he does is with BetMGM. Barry and I talked about that this week.
Oh, yeah, it's been a great relationship. I feel like I've been able to thrive in and have some, great moments with the group at BetMGM, and they're giving fans a lot of great opportunities just to be involved in the game. Betting is a big deal for a lot of fans, and so BetMGM is there, to serve the fans in that way.
There was a lot made at the time when you decided to walk away, and obviously it became a very big thing in the city of Detroit and in the NFL. And over the years, I think some of that has softened for a lot of the people who were so disappointed to not see you become the all-time leading rusher. I know that that's not really in your personality to even focus toward that, but has everything kind of settled with regard to that, and are you comfortable with the way you ended your career?
I believe most of it is settled. Right, it took a while for fans and even for myself to just come around and get to a place where the retirement felt like it was behind us. But I'm fine. I don't regret it. I had 10 fantastic years in the NFL. I think most of the fans are over it. I think most of them, they greet me, are appreciative. And there was certainly some hard feelings there for a good long while, but I think most of that is behind us at this point.
When you look right now about what the Lions are doing, what they did last year, the excitement level that's in Detroit, how exciting is that for you to see the city coming alive once again about this team?
Oh, yeah, I'm tremendously excited. This team and Coach Campbell, Brad Holmes, what they've just been able to do, establishing their culture and the way they wanted to do business on the field. I think there's so many great strides that the team has made. If there's one block of fans deserving of a winner, it's Lions fans. I mean, you look at how Lions fans traveled, to away games last year. It was just such a hunger and a thirst. And last year's team was able to really give a lot of the fans what we've been looking for. I know they're just getting started.
All right, Barry, let's put you on the spot. With BetMGM's second chance promotion, you get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second instead. That's right. Bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the game. If you're right, you win. If your player scores second, you get your stake back in cash. Everyone knows the most exciting part of football is the score. With BetMGM's second chance promotion, you have a chance to keep the fun going after the first player crosses the goal line. So here's where we put you on the spot, Barry. Who do you have scoring the first touchdown tonight?
Tonight, I think the first player to reach pay dirt is going to be Jahmyr Gibbs.
There you go.
I think that's a safe bet, right?
Well, it's a very good bet for that team, not to mention the fact that it's really not surprising you decided to go running back here.
What, running back? No, yeah. I mean, he's an exciting player for us, had a great year last year, and I'm assuming they're going to be feeding him the ball a lot this year as well.
Barry Sanders knows his football, and when you look back historically, there may not be anything more stunning than watching Barry Sanders run with the football over the course of his amazing career with the Detroit Lions. Opening kickoff is coming up. We're going to rejoin Ryan Ratke and Mike Golick at Ford Field when we return. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Hey football fans, this is Jim Miller. The 2024 season is here, and Pat Kerwin and I have you covered from week 1 all the way up to Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans.
So be sure to tune in tomorrow as we'll be breaking down all the action from Sunday and getting you ready for the Jets and Niners on Monday Night Football, and of course, taking plenty of your calls.
So come talk some ball with us tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern on Moving the Chains, Sirius XM NFL Radio, Channel 88, and the all-new Sirius XM app.
Touchdown! Throughout the 2024 season, each NFL team channel on the Sirius XM app will feature the team's pre- and post-game shows before and after every game.
What's given me confidence is how they've responded to adversity.
Get instant reaction, live interviews, and press conference audio. Now your favorite team's broadcast includes their pre- and post-game shows all season long on the Sirius XM app. All 32 team channels are also available in vehicles equipped with Sirius XM 360L radios.
The basketball talk never stops all summer long on Sirius XM NBA Radio.
That's one of the best signings of the summer.
Our experts are breaking down every move and talking to some of the best guests around the association.
We're talking with Rich Paul of Clutch Sports Management.
The head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers is J.J. Redick.
I want that challenge. I'm not going to run from that challenge.
Your 24/7, 365 home for hoops is Sirius XM NBA Radio Channel 86 in the car and anytime you want on the all-new Sirius XM app.
If you love golf, then you should never turn off PGA Tour Radio. Hear from the biggest names in the sport.
Champion golfer of the year is Xander Schauffele.
I think best round of golf ever in my life.
Listen to special shows from people who love the game, like rock and roll legend Alice Cooper.
There's a putt, must be 90 feet long, and you make that putt.
And get help with your own game.
You'll get through your iron shots and have predictable distance.
It's all golf, all the time, on PGA Tour Radio, Channel 92 in the car, and on the Sirius XM app.
Welcome back to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One. It's time for another memorable moment in football history. Sponsored by Kohl's.
Jared Goff takes the final knee, and the final seconds are going to come off the clock here at Ford Field in Detroit. The Detroit Lions have got their first postseason win in 32 years. January 5th, 1992. They outlast the Los Angeles Rams. They win it 24-23, and the Lions are moving on to the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Spiro Ditas with the call back in January right here on Westwood One. Last season's Super Wildcard Weekend highlighted by Matthew Stafford's return to Detroit as his old team hosted its first playoff game in 3 decades. The quarterback he was traded for, Jared Goff, was making his first postseason start since being shipped out of Los Angeles in 2021. Despite 2 touchdown passes from Stafford, his team trailed by a point with 5 minutes left. And as a potential go-ahead drive stalled out in Lions territory, Rams coach Sean McVay decided to punt the ball away. Goff's Detroit team never gave it back, running the clock out to secure its historic victory. Detroit went on to beat Tampa Bay in the divisional round before falling to the 49ers in the NFC Championship game. That's tonight's memorable moment in football history, sponsored by Kohl's. Back-to-school shopping can be chaotic. That's why Kohl's made it easy with A-plus essentials, all for a great price. When back to school stirs up the unexpected, it's time to head back to Kohl's. We've already had an exciting day in the National Football League. The Bills coming from behind to beat the Cardinals 34-28. Buccaneers getting a win over the Commanders at home. The Dallas Cowboys winning at Cleveland today, and the Dolphins had to come from behind to knock off the Jaguars. I'll have all of those details coming your way at halftime. But for now, let's get you back out to Ford Field and the guys who are calling tonight's action, Ryan Radke and Mike Golick. Guys?
Scott, it is a packed house. It is a jacked-up crowd as we get set to start our Sunday night schedule here in 2024 with the Lions and the Rams. Let's take a look at Mike Golick's keys to the game. Mike, let's start with the L.A. Rams. Oh, so close to beating the Lions on Super Wildcard Weekend last year. What are the keys for Sean McVay's team to start 1-0 this season?
Well, I would say offensively, trying to exploit the new secondary for Detroit, where you have a rookie, you have a traded player, a corner, you switch the nickel back to safety, and you have a new nickel. And these guys did not play that much together in the preseason. So for Matthew Stafford and Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp, try and exploit that defensively. It's life without AD. Life without Aaron Donald. You got a couple of young guys in Braden Fisk and Jared Verse and a couple second-year players. How will youth be served on this defense?
All right, let's talk about the keys for the Detroit Lions. They haven't won back-to-back division titles ever in the Super Bowl era. They're hoping tonight will be the first step in that direction. What are the keys for Dan Campbell's team?
Well, listen, for their offense and Ben Johnson, who had a chance to be head coach and wanted to stay here, he's had a high-flying offense the last couple of years. Mix and match, a two-headed monster at running back. You got Amon St. Brown at receiver. Mix and match, run and pass. Shula is the new D coordinator for the Rams. He's been with them as assistant coach, but not a coordinator. So try and take advantage of that. And for Detroit defensively, take advantage of the two backup offensive tackles that the Rams have out there. Aiden Hutchinson, you know they're probably going to chip and double on him and concentrate on the defensive backs as well.
There may not be an empty seat in this building. The fans were lined up for hours just waiting to get into this place tonight to see the opener. The coin toss has taken place. The Lions won the toss. They have deferred their option to the second half, so it'll be Matthew Stafford and the Rams that will have the football first. Time for the opening kickoff. It's sponsored by T-Mobile. Switch to T-Mobile and you can get tons of benefits and still save on every plan versus AT&T and Verizon. Use their savings calculator to find out how at T-Mobile.com/switch. Lions in the Honolulu blue uniforms. They have white numbers, the iconic silver helmets with that Lions logo on either side. Rams are in the white jerseys with the royal blue numbers. They have gold pants, the royal blue helmets with that Ram emblem in gold on either side. Jordan Whittington, Blake Corum back deep to return the kickoff of Jake Bates. Of course, it's now the dynamic kickoff era in the NFL. You've been seeing it throughout kickoff weekend, and we did see a touchdown return today. DJ Dallas for the Arizona Cardinals took one back in Buffalo against the Bills. Jake Bates, familiar with this building, although he's making his NFL debut. He kicked for the Michigan Panthers in the UFL. He has it teed up at the 35-yard line. He will kick it away from our left to our right. Everybody at Ford Field is on their feet. Happy to have you along. Week one of Sunday Night Football is underway with a high end-over-end kick. This one headed toward the back of the end zone. It'll be taken by Whittington 8 yards deep. He'll drop to his left knee. And the Rams will start 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. The boos you hear, Matthew Stafford, the former Lion, is the quarterback. Of course, he had some great years here in Detroit. He was a Pro Bowler last year for L.A., 11th in the NFL in passing yards. Kyron Williams is the starting running back. He was also a Pro Bowler a year ago, 3rd in the league in rushing. Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, the wide receivers, along with DeMarcus Robinson. Colby Parkinson comes over from Seattle. He is the tight end. Rams will start with the ball on the far side right hash. 1st down and 10. Pistol formation. Williams the back behind Stafford. 2 receivers right. Single man left. Kupp in motion. Here's the snap. Stafford back to pass. Looks left. Looks right. Checks it down right side. Caught by Williams, who is drilled by Anzalone. Boy, he drilled him back at the 29-yard line, a loss of 1, and a great start for the Lions defense. Alex Anzalone, the leading tackler for this team a year ago, was all over Kyron Williams out of the backfield.
Oh, Aaron Glenn has a very, very aggressive defense, and that's the way you start a ball game.
Second down 11 from the 29. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Pistol formation again. Now Nakua goes in motion right to left, trips to that side. Here's the snap. Stafford back, looking left, throws deep down the left sideline, and it is incomplete. Overshot his intended target, DeMarcus Robinson. 2 Lions were there in coverage, led by the rookie Terrion Arnold, the first rounder out of Alabama. Brian Branch, the safety there as well, and it's 3rd and 11.
Good pressure on Stafford that time to be on the outside, and the pocket kind of collapsed in the middle. Didn't give him a real good follow-through, and the ball kind of sailed on him.
3rd down 11 from the 29. Rams out of the huddle will go with 2 receivers to the left side of the formation. Stafford in the gun with Williams to his right side. Single receiver right is Nakua. Parkinson, the tight end, in motion from left to right. Stafford walks toward the line of scrimmage, now falls back into the gun. Play clock down to 2. Now at 1, Stafford has the snap. Quick pass left side, caught by Cup in the numbers. Wrapped up immediately. He's going nowhere. And it was Anzalone again. A couple tackles for loss for Anzalone. This one a loss of 2. The Rams go 3 and out. They'll punt it away.
129 tackles last year, 7 tackles for loss. He already has 2, as you just mentioned. I'd say he's going to get by those 7, but again, very, very aggressive coverage, beating the old lineman to the screen.
Ethan Evans, the second-year punter out of D2 Wingate University, is on to kick it away. Khalif Raymond stands at his own 22-yard line to return for Detroit. Evans standing back just inside the 20-yard line. Alex Ward is the man to snap. The snap from Ward is helmet high, taken by Evans, gets away an end-over-end kick. Raymond coming up outside the 25. He's got it right at the 25. Now heads left, avoids an ankle tackle. Outside the 30, 35. He's hit and driven backwards. But the Lions will have good starting field position for their first drive of the ball game. Ronnie Rivers getting down on special teams to make the stop. So here comes Jared Goff. They've been chanting his name during pregame. He was second in the NFL in passing yards last year. Second ever Lions quarterback to throw for 4,500 yards and 30 touchdowns in a season. The other, of course, was Matthew Stafford. Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery, both over 1,000 yards a year ago. They'll split the carries. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jamison Williams, Khalif Raymond, the wide receiver. Sam Laporta is the great tight end. 1st and 10 Lions at their own 35. Ball is on the left hash. Laporta in motion from right to left. Handoff Montgomery runs along the left hash. And David Montgomery picks up 3 out to the 38. Christian Roseboom, 4th-year man out of South Dakota State, makes the tackle. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
So again, a younger defensive front for the Rams. We'll see how they react, especially the 2 rookies. You know you have a couple of young studs in Turner and Young who had monster seasons in their rookie year last year.
Lions will go with 2 receivers to the right. St. Brown is in the slot, single man left. 2nd down, 7. Lions at their own 38. Goff gets the shotgun snap. He's back to pass. Looks, throws over the middle. Caught by St. Brown. Angling left. And an ankle tackle trips him up at about the 42. Excellent job by Roseboom. If he doesn't get Amon-Ra St. Brown, it's a 1st down and a lot more. But a good stop there. A short gain of 4, and now a 3rd down for Detroit.
Saw 2 passes for the Rams and tackled right away by Anzalone, and a short pass there and tackled by Roseboom. That's a key for the back 7 is the tackle as soon as you make the catch. Don't give them the yards after the catch.
Lions 11th in the league a year ago on 3rd down, converted 41.5%. They'll go with trips right, single man left, 3rd down and 4 from their own 42. Goff in the gun, now Montgomery will motion out into the left slot. Goff looks over the defense, brings Williams in motion from the right, takes the snap, back to pass. Goff under pressure and swallowed up. Nowhere to go for Jared Goff. It was a meeting at the quarterback led by Byron Young. 8 sacks a year ago. He's got his first of this year, and the Lions, like the Rams before them, go 3 and out.
Boy, that was a jailbreak to the quarterback. That just wasn't Young. That was a whole bunch of his partners as well. But Young, just a nice rip through. A great job. As you mentioned, 8 sacks last year, was second amongst rookies to his teammate, Kobe Turner.
Jack Fox on to punt. Kyron Williams standing inside his own 20, waiting to return. Here's the snap to Fox. He's got plenty of time. Gets away a high spiraling kick. Driving Williams back to the 10. He'll let the ball go over his head. It bounces at the 2, kicks into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback on the kick from Fox, a 67-yarder with no return. Timeout here in Detroit. Oh, wait a minute. We've got a penalty flag. Adrian Hill is our referee tonight.
During the kick, holding against the return team, number 56. That penalty is, of course, half the distance to the goal from the touchback spot. First down, Los Angeles, timeout.
So that will take the Rams back to the 10-yard line. They will have it there when we return with 11:20 to go in the first quarter. There is no score. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
I'm Bruce Murray.
And I'm Rich Gannon.
Join us Monday, noon Eastern time on the Sirius XM Blitz. We recap Cowboys, Browns, Rams, Lions, and the rest of Week 1 around the National Football League.
And we'll get you ready for Monday Night Football between the Jets and the 49ers as Aaron Rodgers makes his return to the field.
Rodgers under center, drops back. It's a Jet touchdown!
So don't miss the Sirius XM Blitz with me, along with Rich Gannon, Monday, noon Eastern time on Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Hey football fans, this is Jim Miller. The 2024 season is here, and Pat Kerwin and I have you covered from Week 1 all the way up to Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans.
So be sure to tune in tomorrow as we'll be breaking down all the action from Sunday and getting you ready for the Jets and Niners on Monday Night Football, and of course, taking plenty of your calls.
So come talk some ball with us tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern on Moving the Chains, Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88, and the all-new Sirius XM app.
Throughout the 2024 season, each NFL team channel on the Sirius XM app will feature the team's pre- and post-game shows before and after every game.
What's given me confidence is how they've responded to adversity.
Get instant reaction, live interviews, and press conference audio. Now your favorite team's broadcast includes their pre- and post-game shows all season long on the Sirius XM app. All 32 team channels are also available in vehicles equipped with Sirius XM 360L radios.
The basketball talk never stops all summer long on Sirius XM NBA Radio.
That's one of the best signings of the summer.
Our experts are breaking down every move and talking to some of the best guests around the association.
We're talking with Rich Paul of Clutch Sports Management.
The head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers is J.J. Redick.
I want that challenge. I'm not going to run from that challenge.
Your 24/7, 365 home for hoops is Sirius XM NBA Radio Channel 86 in the car and anytime you want on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Grainger broadcast booth in Detroit. Tackle your to-do list with Grainger. From locker rooms to plant floors, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. 11:20 to go first quarter, no score. Each team has had the ball once. A grand total of -6 yards of offense between the two teams. Defense winning the day to start.
Well, it's early in the season. You don't have a lot of starters playing in preseason. A lot of times defense is ahead of the offense, and I'm a former defensive player, so that's what we're going with.
Rams backed up to their own 10. Low snap handled by Stafford. Quick pass. Left side is caught by Cooper Kupp. It was nearly intercepted. Kupp out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Brian Branch undercut that route, and he was maybe a half step away from taking that to the house. Rams will go quickly now up on the football. 2nd down and 5 from the 15. Two receivers split wide left, 3 to the right. Stafford back in the shotgun. Left foot in front of right, takes the snap, back to pass, throws left side, caught by Kupp on the numbers, breaks a tackle, he spins out to the 25, driving his legs forward to the 26, and finally shoved backwards by a couple of Lions, led by the rookie Terrion Arnold. It's a gain of 11, and the Rams have their first down.
Looking at the matchup there, that's twice Brian Branch has been in coverage, and twice first time he went for the interception, that time he missed the tackle, and they see a matchup that looks favorable to the Rams.
Cooper Kupp just 5 catches for 27 yards in the wild card game here last year. Back-to-back catches there. 1st and 10 Rams from their own 26. Here's the snap. Stafford back to pass. Looks right, throws right. Got the tight end Parkinson. Makes the catch on the outside. Leans across the 35 to the 36. Carlton Davis, who came over in a trade from Tampa Bay, makes the tackle. That ball is right at the sticks, and it looks like they're going to give him a first down. It's a gain of 10.
That's just too much room. Too far back in coverage. Aiden Hudson got a great pass rush, but the ball was gone in the 2nd and a half, so he had no chance to get there.
Rams will go empty again. Trips left, 2 receivers right. Stafford to the gun, 1st and 10. Rams have it at their own 36. Ball is on the right hash. Stafford back to pass. Throws over the middle. That's caught by Kupp. Takes a hit, hangs on, leans out toward the 44-yard line. That'll be a gain of 8. Kirby Joseph, Carlton Davis combined on the stop. Another catch for Cooper Kupp. It'll be 2nd and 2.
Well, this is reminiscent a couple of years ago before the injury started slowing him down. just no matter what, he was able to get open and make a catch.
2021 won the Triple Crown of the NFL. Here's a snap to Stafford. Give it to the running back. Jumping left, Kyren Williams cuts back to his right. And he's going to be close to a first down. Across the 45, nearing the 46. It'll depend on the spot. Davis made the stop. 0-0 game, first quarter, 9:09 to go. You're listening to 2024 NFL Kickoff Weekend presented by NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV. They do call it a gain of 2 for Kyren Williams. It'll be a first down for the Rams.
Kyren Williams who adding punt return duties. When the guy's as successful in touching the ball as he is, you want to give him every opportunity.
2 receivers left, single man right, pistol formation, Williams the back. Stafford waits, takes the snap, back to throw, looks right, throws right, Nakua wide open in midfield, makes a man miss to the 45, and he's shoved out of bounds by Anzalone inside the Lions 40, out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Brian Branch is the guy that missed the initial stop. A gain of 16, and the Rams have their foot firmly on the gas pedal.
Quick passes. DBs are off. There's a 10-yard cushion there. Branch has to come up and make the tackle. That's the second tackle he's missed in this drive.
From the Lions' 38-yard line now, first down and 10. Rams back in the huddle with Stafford screaming out the play so everybody can hear. 2 receivers go left, single man right. Pistol formation again. Williams is the back. Stafford leans toward the line of scrimmage, stands up, looks over the defense, brings Kupp in motion from the left. Here's the snap. Stafford back to pass, looks left, throws left. Kupp's got it in the flat, down to the 35-yard line, and he's pulled out of bounds there by Arnold. They'll give him progress down to the 30-40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. That'll bring up 2nd and 6. Cooper Kupp, 5 catches in the wild card game last year, already 5 in this game.
And Stafford is certainly finding him, whether it's across the middle or to the outside, quick hits that are picking up 4 and 5 yards a shot.
Rams will go empty again. Trips right, 2 receivers left. Second down, 6, shotgun snap. Stafford back to pass, backpedaling, throws over the middle, incomplete. He had pressure coming in his face, had to get rid of it. The throw was down at the feet of DeMarcus Robinson. Aleem McNeil, Jack Campbell combined to apply the heat on Stafford. It'll be a 3rd and 6 coming up for L.A.
That time they were playing a lot tighter defense, tighter windows for Stafford to have to hit, and he had to throw backing up. So that was a big plus for Detroit's defense there. They certainly needed that. Now 3rd and long.
Ends a string of 6 straight completions for Stafford. 3rd down and 6 from the Lions 34. Ball is on the near side left hash. Stafford in the gun with Williams to his right. 2 receivers stack right, single man left. They need the Lions 28 for a first down. Kupp in motion from right to left. Stafford has the snap, back to pass, looks right, throws right. Parkinson's got it, turns the corner at the 25, cuts back inside of the 20, dives down to the 19, and that's another first down. Joseph and Anzalone combine on the stop, a gain of 15, another wide open receiver, and Stafford was right on the money again.
Parkinson new to the team this year. With Tyler Higbee out, Parkinson's going to get a lot of time coming over from Seattle. Detroit in man coverage, something that Aaron Glenn ran a ton of 2 years ago, not as much last year. And the Rams just taking advantage of it.
Rams in the red zone where they were elite last year. They scored touchdowns on nearly 64% of their red zone possessions. That was 4th best in the league. Trips to the left, pistol formation. Williams remains the back, 1st and 10 for the Lions 19. Here's the snap to Stafford, fakes the handoff, back to pass, rolling right, dumps it out of the flat, and it's incomplete. A little too high for Davis Allen, the backup tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Stafford off target for maybe the first time on this drive.
That was a rare miss for him. 2nd and 10, they've been used to 2nd and 4, 2nd and 3, 2nd and 6.
He had Davis Allen. That throw just floated a little bit high on Matthew Stafford. So 2nd down and 10. Rams will go with 2 receivers tight right. DeMarcus Robinson split wide left. Kupp in motion now from right to left. Stafford looks over the defense, points with his right hand. Now brings another receiver in motion from the right side. That's Tyler Johnson. Here's the snap. Stafford in trouble and gets wrapped up and dropped. Levi Onwuzurike along with Marcus Davenport combined to get Stafford all the way back at the 27. It's a loss of 8.
Well, that was the perfect rush outside and inside. Nowhere for Stafford to step up because the rush came from the inside as well.
Now, Levi Onwuzurike is a guy the Lions have really high hopes for this year, Mike. He's now in his 4th year out of Washington. A guy that was a 2nd-round pick a couple of years ago, has not been great, but they thought he was really good at camp.
Had some back issues, and you're right, thought he had a really good camp and arrow up on him.
Third down at 18. Stafford in the gun, gets the snap. Back to pass. Looks left. Nothing there. And now they're going to blow it dead. There was a false start. It's so loud in here, you couldn't hear the whistle. They blew it dead. Adrian Hill will tell us who moved early.
False start. Austin, number 71. 5-yard penalty. Remains third down.
That's Warren McClendon who's in there for Rob Havenstein. If you weren't with us in the pregame, both starting tackles out for the Rams tonight. Alaric Jackson suspended 2 games. Rob Havenstein couldn't go with an ankle injury.
Yeah, so playing with the backups and McClendon going against Aiden Hutchinson, looking to get as quick a jump as he can. That time it was just too early. Third and a mile here, 23. You're probably just looking to gain some yards to make the field goal attempt a little shorter, unless you're going to hoist one to the end zone.
12th play of the drive. Don't forget the Rams have a rookie kicker, Joshua Carty, 6th rounder out of Stanford. Rams back in the huddle. Play clock is already down to 9 as the Rams come to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers left. Nakua is the single man to the right. Stafford in the gun, play clock down to 3. Here's the snap, they're going to hand it off. This is Williams outside the right hash, inside the 30, inside the 25, and he's down to the 23-yard line. So a nice run, a gain of 9. Jalen Reeves-Maben with the stop. And now the field goal team will come out. We'll see how Joshua Carty does on his first attempt in the NFL. 23 made field goals a year ago, was a Stanford single-season record. They spent a 6th-round pick to bring him in. This will be a 41-yard attempt from the right hash.
5 of 6 in the preseason with a long of 48, and that 9-yard run just made that shorter than 48, as long as in the preseason.
Evans will hold, Ward will snap. Rams trying to get on the board first. Ward's snap is on the way. Evans puts it down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And with that field goal, Barbasol will make another donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol Shaving Cream, delivering a quality shave at an honest value for over 100 years. 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. The LA Rams are on top. They lead the Detroit Lions 3-0. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
With T-Mobile, you can get tons of benefits and still save on every plan versus AT&T and Verizon. Because nobody likes having to choose. It's like getting romance and sci-fi.
Jane, I love you. Also, I'm a robot.
Or being a dog person and a cat person.
Who wants a treat? Who's a good boy?
Or like being an extrovert and an introvert.
Woo! This is so fun! I can't wait to go home.
At T-Mobile, you don't have to choose. You can get the benefits you want and still save on every plan versus AT&T and Verizon. See how much you can save with our savings calculator at T-Mobile.com/switch. Plus, when you switch, you can keep your phone and we'll pay it off up to $800.
Via virtual prepaid card in 15 days. Qualifying unlocked device, credit service, and timely redemption required. Card has no cash access and expires in 6 months. See T-Mobile.com.
Hey, football fans, with BetMGM's Second Chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to gamble responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms, 21 years of age and older. This U.S. promotional offer not available in Mississippi, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto Rico. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. For New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. For Massachusetts, 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, 1-800-981-0023. Subject to eligibility requirements in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
The NFL is committed to sticking to your game plan and always betting responsibly. If you bet, remember to set your limits, never chase your losses, and only bet what you can afford to lose. To learn more about responsible betting and discover resources to help build your game plan, visit the National Council of Problem Gambling at responsibleplay.org. If you or someone you know may have a gambling problem, please call or text the following 24-hour confidential helpline, 1-800-GAMBLER.
Upgrade your Sundays with NFL Plus Premium and watch live, local, and primetime games on mobile devices, plus NFL Red Zone, game replays, and more. Sign up today at plus.nfl.com. Subscription required for NFL Plus Premium. Terms and conditions apply. 3-0 Rams, 4:50 to go in the first quarter. Lions get set to return the kickoff. And it is on the way from Evans. That one deep into the end zone and all the way through the end zone. And so that'll bring the Lions out. to the 30-yard line. Well, Mike, what do you make of the dynamic kickoff that we have seen throughout the preseason and here in week 1?
Well, we saw in the first game, Baltimore and Kansas City, there were 11 kickoffs and only 2 returns. I still have a feeling that going to the 30-yard line isn't punitive enough to have more returns. I still think you're going to get more touchbacks than you are returns. It was windy in Buffalo today as one of the reasons for kicks being returned more, but I still have a feeling there'll be more touchbacks than returns.
Lions 1st and 10, receivers left and right. Montgomery is the back. St. Brown in motion from left to right. Here's the snap. Goff back, handoff Montgomery, running along the right hash. And he works his way to the 33, maybe the 34-yard line. Young and Turner, the 2 talented second-year players, combine on the stop. They'll call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 7. Well, David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs, that is a talented duo. Last season, they became the first teammates in NFL history to each have 1,000 scrimmage yards and 10 or more touchdowns. 2nd down and 7. 2 receivers stacked left, single man right. Gibbs in the game now as the running back. He's off to the right of Goff. Goff leans toward the line of scrimmage, looks out to his left. Now brings the tight end in motion from left to right. That's Brock Wright. They'll toss it to Gibbs running right outside the numbers across the 35. Gibbs takes a shot near the 1st down marker. I think he was out just short. Cam Curl, the safety, free agent pickup from Washington, knocked him out at the 39. That'll go as a gain of 6. It'll lead the Lions with a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, they like leading up with Brock Wright. They love him as a blocking tight end. Signed an extension. They say he's usually good for 1 big catch a game, but normally known for his blocking abilities.
Extra offensive lineman Dan Skipper checks in. This is 3rd down and a yard. Skipper lines up on the right end of the line. He's just inside of Laporta. I formation. Parker Hesse is the fullback. Here's the snap. Handoff Montgomery. Starts left. Cuts back right. Spins and gets the 1st down. Boy, he was contacted behind the line of scrimmage by Troy Reeder, but was able to spin past the 40, and he gets a couple of yards to move the sticks. Good hard run by Montgomery.
Boy, Reeder did exactly what you want to do as a backer, is meet him right in the hole. But then Montgomery won the battle. Just twisted and got just enough for the 1st down.
1st down and 10 from the 41. Ball resting in between the hash marks with 3:05 to go in the 1st quarter. It's 3-0. The Rams on top. Goff under center with an I formation behind him. Receivers left and right. Wright, who had been the fullback, now motions to the left end of the line. Here's the snap. Goff back on a play fake. Sets his feet. Has time. Looks. Swings it out left side. That's caught by Montgomery. Along the numbers across the 40. Over the 45. And he's out to the 46-yard line. There is a penalty flag down. Bobby Brown, Christian Roseboom combined on the stop after what is right now a gain of 5. But this may be coming back.
Illegal use of the hands to the face, defense, number 0. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot, automatic 1st down.
That'll go against Byron Young, and will give the Lions a 1st down. Tune in to watch all the excitement of the NFL next Sunday on CBS and Fox. Check your local listings for games and times in your area. Catch the NFL on CBS and Fox.
Brock Wright.
Since it was a backward pass, not a forward pass, that 5-yard penalty can be added to the results of the play. Automatic 1st down.
That's week 1 for everybody.
Yep, there you go. I mean, Byron Young didn't even try and hide the fact that he was going to lead with his hands. He hit Brock Wright with his right hand up into the chin and then put both hands in his chin and drove him back to the quarterback. It couldn't have been more obvious.
Well, I guess you're going to do it, go all out,
well,
right?
Yeah, if you're going to get the flag, get your money's worth.
That'll move the ball into Rams territory to the 49-yard line. 2 receivers stack right, single man left on 1st and 10. Goff is in the gun, Montgomery to his right. Here's the snap, handoff Montgomery, sweeping left along the numbers to the 45, slips a little bit, keeps his balance, and is able to work his way forward down about the 42-yard line. So a nice run by Montgomery on 1st down, give him 7. And that'll bring up 2nd and 3. Frank Ragnow, Kevin Zeitler doing a great job opening things up for Montgomery.
Boy, they did a great job, as well as Glasgow, the left guard, Taylor Decker, the left tackle, and then Brock Wright was leading out at the 2nd level. That was just great push by the front.
They actually gave him progress to the 41, so it's a gain of 8, 2nd down and 2. Sione Baki, the rookie out of Utah, is in the game now. In the backfield along with Montgomery. It's an offset eye, receivers left and right. Goff goes under center, Laporta in motion from right to left. Goff has the snap, he'll give it to Montgomery, running left along the numbers, has a 1st down to the 35, takes a shot there. His progress is stopped, but good enough for the 1st down run. Jared Verse with the tackle after a gain of 6. Along with Mike Golick, I'm Ryan Radke here on Westwood 1. You're listening to 2024 NFL Kickoff Weekend, presented by NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV.
Boy, different plans of attack, huh? The Rams going with the short passes, slants and outside passes, and Detroit playing some smash mouth football right now.
Yeah, Jared Goff is 1 of 1 for 4 yards. Right now in the game, Matthew Stafford has already thrown it 12 times. Slot right, 2 tight ends left. 1st and 10, here's the snap, handoff Montgomery outside the left hash, inside the 30, and he gets down to the 28-yard line. Reader with the stop, gain of 7 for David Montgomery, 2nd down and 3.
Excellent block by Kevin Zeitler, who came over from the Ravens and clearing that hole, and I guess there's no reason for Goff to throw the ball when you're running the ball like this.
Zeitler, a Pro Bowler last year with Baltimore. Frank Ragnow was a Pro Bowler last year, the center. This is a good Detroit offensive line. 2nd down 3 from the 28. Ball is on the left hash. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Goff in the gun. Gibbs is the running back to his right. Here's the snap. Quick throw left side. Caught by Jamison Williams outside the numbers. Avoids an ankle tackle. Avoids a second. And then is wrapped up and driven backwards. Maybe got a yard on the play. John Johnson, Quentin Lake clean things up for the Rams. Call it a gain of a yard. And now it'll be a 3rd down and short. It'll be 3rd down and about 2 for Detroit. With the clock running, that may be the final play of the first quarter. Does not look like the Lions are in any hurry. And they will watch the clock tick down. It's at 3, it's at 2, it's at 1, and we have reached the end of the first quarter here in Detroit. With the score, the Rams 3, the Lions nothing. This is Westwood 1's coverage of the National Football League.
If you love golf, then you should never turn off PGA Tour Radio. Hear from the biggest names in the sport.
Champion golfer of the year is Xander Schauffele. I think best round of golf ever in my life.
Listen to special shows from people who love the game, like rock and roll legend Alice Cooper.
There's a putt, must be 90 feet long, and you make that putt.
And get help with your own game.
You'll get through your iron shots and have predictable distance.
It's all golf, all the time, on PGA Tour Radio, Channel 92 in the car, and on the SiriusXM app.
I'm Bruce Murray.
And I'm Rich Gannon.
Join us Monday, noon Eastern time on the SiriusXM Blitz. We recap Cowboys, Browns, Rams, Lions, and the rest of Week 1 around the National Football League.
And we'll get you ready for Monday Night Football between the Jets and the 49ers as Aaron Rodgers makes his return to the field.
Rodgers under center, drops back. It's a Jet touchdown!
So don't miss the SiriusXM Blitz with me, along with Rich Gannon, Monday, noon Eastern time on SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Hey football fans, this is Jim Miller. The 2024 season is here, and Pat Kerwin and I have you covered from Week 1 all the way up to Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans.
So be sure to tune in tomorrow as we'll be breaking down all the action from Sunday and getting you ready for the Jets and Niners on Monday Night Football, and of course, taking plenty of your calls.
So come talk some ball with us tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern on Moving the Chains, SiriusXM NFL Radio, Channel 88, and the all-new SiriusXM app.
Touchdown! Throughout the 2024 season, each NFL team channel on the SiriusXM app will feature the team's pre- and post-game shows before and after every game.
What's given me confidence is how they've responded to adversity.
Get instant reaction, live interviews, and press conference audio. Now your favorite team's broadcast includes their pre- and post-game shows all season long on the SiriusXM app. All 32 team channels are also available in vehicles equipped with SiriusXM 360L radios.
Second quarter is sponsored by Old Spice. Rams on top by a score of 3-0 after 15 minutes. And Mike, you said it a minute ago, for the Rams, it was all about relying on the pass. The Lions relying on the run to get their offense going.
Even this drive, 7 runs and 1 pass. I know that it looked like the other pass, but it was a behind-the-line pass, a backward pass, so it was actually a run. So 7 runs and 1 pass. And 3rd and 1, Now they're lining up in spread, which is surprising to me. I would have just run the ball.
9th play of the drive, 3 receivers right, 2 left. 3rd down about a yard and a half. Goff in the gun, takes the snap, back to pass, looking, throws over the middle, incomplete. Boy, he had all day to sit back in the pocket. He was trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown at about the 21. The throw was out of his reach. It's 4th down, but you know the Lions love to go for it on 4th down. Dan Campbell goes for it more than anybody in the league. Last year they converted 52.5%. That was 15th in the NFL. They'll go for it here on 4th and 2.
I can't believe they didn't run it there, and I will be stunned if they don't run it now.
Out of the huddle with two receivers, right, one left. Goff in the shotgun, Montgomery to his left. Goff leans towards the line of scrimmage, motions right from right to left, takes the snap, handoff Montgomery straight ahead. There's a first down. Powering inside the 25, down to the 24. It's a gain of 3. That's the call that you were looking for, Mike. Just a straight ahead power run by David Montgomery.
Sure, they didn't do it on third down because they knew if they didn't make it, they were going for it on fourth down with the gambler, Dan Campbell.
And you know the fans love it here. Remember, that was a big story in the NFC Championship game with Campbell going for it on a couple of fourth downs they didn't get. And Dan Campbell to this day says, I have no regrets.
None.
Two receivers left, single man right, shotgun snap, fake the handoff to St. Brown. Goff back to pass, throws left, got Laporta wide open in the flat, down to the 15, cuts inside toward the 10, spinning his way to the 10-yard line. Sam Laporta with his first catch of the year. John Johnson the tackle. It's a gain of 14. Laporta a favored target. A year ago of Jared Goff, he set an NFL rookie record for receptions by a tight end.
Montgomery just ran the real route to the end zone, and Troy Reeder had him in man and followed him and just left open, nothing but open space for Laporta to run a crossing route.
Those are the football at the 10, so it's first down and goal. Two receivers to the right. Single man left. Goff goes under center. Montgomery the back. St. Brown in motion from the right. Here's the snap. Goff back to pass. Checks it down in the left flat to St. Brown. Stiff arms a man. Spins his way to the 5. And then gets wrapped up by Reeder and driven backwards. Excellent form tackle by Troy Reeder to hold Amon-Ra St. Brown to a gain of 4 down to the 6.
It's obviously the whole idea of the quick passes to get in a one-on-one situation, and then it's who wins, defensive player making the tackle or offensive player breaking the tackle, and Amon-Ra St. Brown breaks the tackle before Reeder just buries him.
John Johnson was the man that took the stiff arm from St. Brown. Second down goal from the 6. Two receivers right, single man left. Now Laporta motions into the backfield. The lineup is a fullback. Goff under center with a play clock at 5. Here's the snap. Goff back, handoff Montgomery, bouncing left, nowhere to go. Wrapped up immediately. Michael Hoyt was right there, did an excellent job of reading that play. It'll be a loss of 1 back to the 7 and make it third down and goal. In a 3-0 Rams lead with 12:44 to go in the second quarter.
Boy, Hoyt did a great job taking on the puller, and Penei Sewell, everything tackle pulled, and Hoyt just did a nice job just kind of straightening him up and got releasing off of him, making the tackle.
Lions will go with trips right. Single man left, Goff in the gun, Montgomery to his left. Shotgun snap, Goff back to pass. He's looking, has time, fires to the back of the end zone, incomplete. Trying to find Laporta. The pass was high and behind him. Laporta attempting to make a one-handed grab, couldn't come down with it. Cam Curl and Tre'Davious White, the free agent pickup from the Bills, were in coverage. And now it's field goal time for the Lions, and Jake Bates, the former Michigan Panther of the UFL, is out for his first official NFL attempt.
2 long drives by both teams, both stalling in or near the red zone.
This will be a 25-yarder for Bates. It'll come from the near side left hash. Lions have a new snapper, Hogan Hatton, rookie out of Idaho. Fox, the punter, will hold. Bates trying to tie the game. Here's the snap, ball down, kick is on the way, and it is good. With that field goal, Barbasol will make another donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol Shaving Cream, delivering a quality shave at an honest value for over 100 years. 12:17 to go in the second quarter. Lions and Rams tied at 3. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Feel the thrill of the Premier League on Sirius XM FC.
Arsenal running riot. A quick fire double from Chelsea.
Hear every pulse-pounding moment.
Haaland scores the hat-trick. Brilliant left-foot strike by Salah. What a goal by Marcus Rashford.
From the world's most exciting league.
Absolutely glorious from Tottenham Hotspur.
Manchester United turn it round.
All on your radio home for that beautiful game.
If you like soccer, you are in the right place.
The Premier League lives on Sirius XM FC 157 and the all-new Sirius XM app.
Surrender your mind and body to the rhythm of electronic dance music on Sirius XM. EDM hits and sets from the world's top DJs are on BPM Channel 52. Drop into a 24/7 global house party thrown by superstar DJ and tastemaker Diplo on
Diplo's Revolution.
Channel 53. Or decompress and unwind to the down-tempo and deep house grooves on Sirius XM Chill. Listen to all of these and more dance channels across Sirius XM and the Sirius XM app.
The basketball talk never stops all summer long on Sirius XM NBA Radio.
That's one of the best signings of the summer.
Our experts are breaking down every move and talking to some of the best guests around the association.
We're talking with Rich Paul of Clutch Sports Management.
The head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers is J.J. Redick.
I want that challenge. I'm not going to run from that challenge.
Your 24/7, 365 home for hoops is Sirius XM NBA Radio Channel 86 in the car and anytime you want on the all-new Sirius XM app.
If you love golf, then you should never turn off PGA Tour Radio. Hear from the biggest names in the sport.
Champion golfer of the year is Xander Schauffele. I think best round of golf ever in my life.
Listen to special shows from people who love the game, like rock and roll legend Alice Cooper.
There's a putt, must be 90 feet long, and you make that putt.
And get help with your own game.
You'll get through your iron shots and have predictable distance.
It's all golf, all the time, on PGA Tour Radio, Channel 92 in the car, and on the Sirius XM app.
Detroit with 12:17 to go in the first half. Rams and the Lions tied at 3. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood 1, your home for Sunday Night Football.
Get daily football news on the players and teams that matter to you on Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the Sirius XM app.
Along with Mike Golick, Ryan Radke here on Westwood 1. You're listening to 2024 NFL Kickoff Weekend presented by NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV. Jake Bates will kick it away. It's a low liner that skips just inside the 20, rolling down to the 2. It's picked up there by Whittington to the 10, to the 15, middle of the field to the 20, and he's out to about the 22-yard line. 20-yard return for Whittington. So there was a low liner from Jake Bates. It made it into the landing zone and forced the Rams to return.
And just made it into the landing zone. There was a kickoff earlier today that landed a yard outside of it, gave the return team the ball to 40. That just barely landed inside of it.
So they'll move it to the 22-yard line. First down and 10 for the Rams, relying on the passing game on that last drive. Matthew Stafford is 9 of 12, 66 yards. Ronnie Rivers in for the first time at running back. 2 receivers left, single man to the right. Kupp is in the left slot. Stafford goes under center, brings Nakua in motion from the right. Here's the snap, give it to Nakua on a jet sweep. Racing left, outside the numbers, looking to turn the corner. And he gets up to about the 29-yard line before he is ridden out of bounds by a couple of Lions defenders. 7-yard pickup. Cooper Kupp led the way out there blocking for Nakua. Second down and 3.
Last 2 drives, LA had 13 plays. Detroit had 15 plays and only got a field goal each.
Second down 3 as the Rams make their way to the line of scrimmage. Nakua single man to the left. 2 receivers stacked right, including Kupp, who now moves inside of the slot. Pistol formation with Rivers the running back. Nakua goes in motion from left to right. Stafford lifts his left leg, takes the snap, handoff Rivers running between the hash marks, now angles toward the right, and he's across the 30 to the 32, maybe the 33-yard line. Should be good enough for a first down. Chris Smith, who was just signed off the practice squad yesterday, first-year man out of Notre Dame, made the tackle, and it will be good enough for a first down, a 4-yard run. And for Chris Smith, it's been a better weekend than it was for the Irish.
Had to get it in, didn't you? Had to get it in.
May not be the last time it comes up.
Had to get it in.
Appreciate you showing up, by the way, after the
I have no comment.
Tough Saturday you had.
Congratulations to Northern Illinois.
2 receivers left, single man right, first down and 10. Now Stafford walking toward the line of scrimmage to change something. Falls back into the pistol, motions Nakua from right to left. Play clock at 2, here's the snap. Back on a play fake, Stafford screen to the right side, and it's dropped. And it may be just as well. Colby Parkinson was the intended receiver, but the Lions were all over that. There was just nowhere to go. Carlton Davis was right there. It'll be second down and 10, but if Parkinson catches it, Mike, it might have been second and 17.
Yeah, that was a well-planned drop, let's put it that way. Even though I don't think it was a planned drop, but you're right. It was better for the Rams that he did not hang on to that ball.
That's what Parkinson will tell everybody.
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
a well-planned drop by me.
Yes.
Second down and 10. Rams were walking to the line of scrimmage. There's a delay right now.
Please reset the play clock to 25. Thank you.
So they're going to reset the play clock. Here come the fans. 2 receivers left. Nakua is inside of Robinson. Kupp singled up to the right. Now he'll go in motion to the left. Pistol formation. Rivers the running back. Stafford extends both arms out to his side, lifts his left leg, waits, gets the snap, handoff Rivers, running left, outside the numbers across the 35 to the 40. He's got another first down. Ronnie Rivers all the way out to about the 45-yard line. Kupp and Demarcus Robinson again clearing the way for him on the outside. A run of 11 yards for Ronnie Rivers. And he's getting something going in here, getting a chance behind Kyron Williams.
Well, good job by the left side of that line. Aiden Hutchinson was lined up outside, and great job by Noteboom actually hooking him, and then Cooper Kupp blocking downfield.
Cooper Kupp's doing everything right now.
He really is.
Those are the football at the 45. It's a gain of 12. Play clock is at 5 as the Rams get to the line. 3 receivers bunch left. Play clock at 1, and Sean McVay comes sprinting down the sideline to take a timeout.
Good thing he's fast.
Yeah, he's in shape.
Yeah.
And they showed it off there, getting the timeout. That'll stop the clock with 10:01 to go in the first half. Rams and Lions tied at 3. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
Time is of the essence with COVID-19. Prescription oral treatment must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Learn more at treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Is your vehicle stopping like it should? Does it squeal or grind when you brake? Don't miss out on summer brake deals at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Rams first and 10 at their own 45. 3 receivers to the right. Rivers the running back behind Stafford in the pistol. Kupp goes in motion from right to left. Stafford gets the snap. He's back to pass. Looking to his left. Now looks middle. Throws over the middle. Caught by Nakua at the 50. Sheds the first tackle. And then his knee hits in Lions territory at the 48-yard line. Anzalone with the stop. It'll be a gain of 7. That'll bring up second down and 3. Well, Matthew Stafford was terrific in the wild card game last year. 25 of 36, 367 yards and a couple of touchdowns. He's 10 of 14 for 73 yards to start tonight, Mike.
Yeah, they're using the middle of the field outside. Haven't really gone deep at all. Haven't needed to at this point.
Ball sits at the 48-yard line of the Lions. Second down and 3. Stafford under center. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Kupp in motion across the formation from right to left. They'll hand it to him on a jet sweep. Turns the corner. First down, and he's bumped out of bounds around the 40-yard line. They'll give him progress to the 39. Terry and Arnold with the stop, but Cooper Kupp is everywhere. He's catching the ball. He's blocking. Now he runs for a first down, a gain of 9.
And good job again by Joe Noteboom, who's playing left tackle in for Alaric Jackson, who's been suspended for the first 2 games. Again, Aiden Hutchinson is lining up out wide, and Noteboom is cutting him off and getting the corner to Cooper Kupp. Very, very impressive.
From the Lions 39, first and 10. Ball on the far side, left hash. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Pistol formation, play clock at 5. Kupp in motion from right to left. Stafford gets the snap. He's back to pass. Looks over the middle, steps up in the pocket, now throws back to his right. That's caught by Nakua. He's inside the 35-yard line. He's down to the 33. Kirby Joseph, the third-year man out of Illinois, made the stop. Gain of 6. Stafford extending the play and using that great arm to get the ball to Puka Nakua and set up a second down and 4.
The receivers are just going 5, 6, 7 yards in the middle of the field and turning and waiting and just stopping, staying right in front of zone coverage and just taking what the defense is giving them.
After an extended break, Kyron Williams back in as the pistol back. 2 receivers to the left, single man to the right. Now Nakua in motion from right to left. Handoff Williams, starts left, cuts back between the hash marks, inside the 30, down to the 29, going to be close to a first down. He needed 4, and that's exactly what he got. Aiden Hutchinson with the tackle, but the Rams will move the sticks again. Clock moving, 7:50 to go first half, and a 3-3 game.
Kyron Williams just played 12 games last year. Ran for over, 1,100 yards.
3rd in the league in rushing.
I mean,
first back in the Super Bowl era to miss at least 5 games and finish top 3 in the league in rushing.
Led the league with over 95 yards a game rushing.
10th play of the drive coming up here for the Rams. First down and 10, shotgun snap, Stafford back, throws left side, knocked down, incomplete. Trying to get that to Cooper Kupp, and Brian Branch able to reach out with his right hand, get his fingertips on it. That'll be second and 10. Remember on the Rams' last drive, Branch was close to an interception. This time he did get his fingertips to it and knock it away from Kupp.
Yeah, he's read that one just a little bit quicker to get his hand there.
Second down 10 from the Lions 29. Rams out of the huddle will go with 2 receivers to the left. Single man to the right is Tutu Atwell. He had a touchdown catch in the playoff game last year. Johnson in motion from left to right. Pistol formation, Williams the back. Stafford brings Kupp in motion from left to right. Stafford gets the snap. He's back to pass. Looking over the middle. Has time. Now spins away. Moving to his left. Being chased. Throws a floater down the left sideline and throws it away. Incomplete. Lions did a good job getting some heat. Marcus Davenport, the free agent pickup from Minnesota, was in the face of Stafford. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Marcus Davenport, again, a guy who only played 4 games last year, hasn't had a complete season since he's been in the league. Just absolutely drives Noteboom back and actually just caught the ball with the hand of Stafford as he was releasing the ball.
Davenport, former first-round pick of the Saints back in 2018. He had 9 sacks in 21, but as you mentioned, all kinds of injuries that have slowed him down. Rams with a 3rd and 10. They're 1 of 3 on 3rd down. Trips right. Stafford in the gun. Williams to his left. Here's the snap. Stafford back to pass. Looks right. Throws right. Nakua with a sliding catch. Inside the 25. They'll give him progress to the 23. That'll be a gain of 6. It'll bring up 4th down and 4. And the offense right now is staying out there for Sean McVay. Matthew Stafford.
He's limping. He got hit low. And he was down for a second. Aiden Hudson with a spin move going back to the inside. Hits him and then kind of tabletoped him over a fallen lineman that was behind him and kind of caught Stafford's ankle under there. He reached down for his ankle right away.
That was Onzarike. Meanwhile, Nakua also limped to the Rams sideline. This is 4th down and 4 for LA. Rams last season were 4th best in the NFL on 4th down. 2 receivers right, single man to the left. Stafford to the gun, Williams to his right. Here's the snap. Stafford back, looks right, throws right, incomplete, off the hands of Cooper Kupp. Carlton Davis was in coverage to help break it up, and the Lions defense stands tall. They'll take over on downs.
Carlton Davis came over from Tampa Bay, led Tampa Bay with 21 passes defense last year. There's another one.
6:31 to go first half, 3-3 game. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
Small business owners, we know finishing your to-do list can feel like climbing a mountain, but that mountain is also covered in banana peels. Then when something new gets added to your list, you're like, nope, I'm already climbing this huge, super slippery banana peel mountain of a to-do list. At Progressive, we don't want to make your day any harder. That's why we make it easy to manage your policy on our mobile app. So climbing that banana peel mountain feels more like a leisurely stroll. See if you can save on commercial auto insurance in as little as 6 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Coverage subject to policy terms and conditions.
There's no better place to watch live TV this fall than Hulu Plus Live TV. You get your favorite sports like football, local channels, shows, and so much more. Plus, get Hulu's entire streaming library with Disney Plus and ESPN Plus included in your plan. No long-term contracts or hidden fees. Don't wait. Start your 3-day free trial of Hulu Plus Live TV today. Live TV plan required. Access content from each service separately. Offer valid for new and eligible returning subscribers only if available. Terms and restrictions apply. Learn more at Hulu.com.
Tommy! I can't wait for golf this weekend, huh, buddy? Time flies. Love you, man. Oh, don't forget your knee brace again. We aren't in college anymore.
Moments together matter, so help protect yourself from RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or severe diabetes, you're at higher risk of landing in the hospital from RSV, and there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Scott Graham from our Westwood One studios. A look at the Week 1 scoreboard. Miami knocks off Jacksonville 20-17. It was Buffalo coming back to beat Arizona 34-28. Houston holds off Indianapolis 29-27. New England goes into Cincinnati, beats the Bengals 16-10. It was Pittsburgh holding off Atlanta 18-10. Chargers get a victory at home against the Raiders 22-10. Dallas wins on the road at Cleveland 33-17. Tampa Bay wins their 4th straight home opener, knocking off Washington 37-20. It was New Orleans all over Carolina 47-10. Also, Seattle knocks off Denver 26-20. Chicago beats Tennessee 24-17. Minnesota over the Giants 28-6. All the details coming your way at halftime. Back now to Ford Field. Ryan Ratke and Mike Golden.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. 6:31 to go in the first half, 3-3 game. Lions take over after the 4th down stop at their own 23, 1st and 10. Goff under center, back on a play fake, throws over the middle, got a man wide open to the 40. Jameson Williams cuts left to the 45, to the 15, near sideline 45, and out of bounds, down near the Rams' 40-yard line. John Johnson was in coverage, a 37-yard pickup on the strike over the middle to Jameson Williams, the speedster in his 3rd year out of Alabama.
Boy, they have been waiting for him to come along, haven't they? Had 24 receptions last year, but getting him the ball in space and giving him room to run, yeah, they have been waiting some time for this.
One play gets the Lions to the Rams' 41. Goff under center, takes the snap, back on a play fake again, sets his feet, has plenty of time, taking a shot deep down the field for the end zone for Williams, and it's incomplete. Overthrown. Quentin Lake was in coverage. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Mike, let's go back to the 4th down call. Sean McVay decides to go for it on 4th and 4 in relatively easy field goal range. What'd you think of the decision?
Yeah, 2 field goals already. It gets tough around the red zone. I'd have taken the points. Take them when you can get them. I mean, you see both these offenses, you think high-scoring game, but defenses are playing well. They're tightening up when it gets to the red zone. I'd have taken the points.
Slot right, single man left, 2nd down and 10 Lions from the 41-yard line of the Rams. Shotgun snap, Goff back, sets to the screen, left side to Gibbs, along the numbers to the 35, down to the 30, and Jahmyr Gibbs takes it all the way down to the 27-yard line. Room to run for Gibbs. He picks up 14 and moves the sticks. The Lions 1st down.
Oh, that was a perfect call for off the Rams blitz. They had nobody out there. Nobody out there. Gibbs doesn't get touched until easily the 3rd level.
Clock moving, 5 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. Rams 3, Lions 3. Ball is on the near side left hash. It's at the Rams' 27-yard line. Goff will go under center. Gibbs is the back. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Goff puts his hands under center, play clock at 6, takes the snap, he fakes the Gibbs, he'll flip it to Williams and end around, going to the right side, along the numbers to the 20, Williams to the 15, takes a shot, hangs on to the football, and he's got a 1st down. They'll say his knee hit at the 14-yard line. Christian Roseboom the tackle, gain of 13 for Jameson Williams, who was down on the field after that hit.
Boy, 2 touches, 2 big plays, and now he's down. Don't need that. But what a great misdirection play. Got the whole defense going to their right, and he comes back to the left.
Well, he went down kind of awkwardly, got tripped up from behind and off balance. Ran into a 2nd Rams defender as he was going down. It was Kobe Durant. And Jameson Williams is on his back. The trainers are out to have a look. We'll step aside with 4:53 to go in the 1st half. 3-3 game between Detroit and the Rams. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
It's football time at BetMGM. Use code KOSTOS, K-O-S-T-O-S, and receive up to $1,500 back in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. When you register with BetMGM, you'll get instant access to a variety of parlay selection features, live betting options, original bets, and the best daily promotions in the business. Use code KOSTOS, K-O-S-T-O-S, and get up to $1,500 back in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age or older. New customer offer. This U.S. promotional offer not available in Mississippi, New York, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto Rico. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. For New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. For Massachusetts, call 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, call 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, call 1-800-981-0023. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards are non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
Tommy! I can't wait for golf this weekend, huh, buddy? Time flies. Love you, man. Oh, don't forget your knee brace again. We aren't in college anymore.
Moments together matter, so help protect yourself from RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or severe diabetes, you're at higher risk of landing in the hospital from RSV, and there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Ryan Radke, Mike Golick here in the Grainger broadcast booth in Detroit. Give your team an edge with Grainger. You'll find supplies and solutions for every industry, plus fast delivery and 24/7 support. When you call, click Grainger.com or just stop by. Jamison Williams was able to walk off under his own power. Lions have it at the Rams 14, first down and 10. 4:50 to go here in this first half in a 3-3 ball game. Bad news for the Rams. Puka Nacua is getting his knee looked at on the sideline. He's questionable to return. Matthew Stafford got his ankle taped up. And during the break, Joe Noteboom was taken to the locker room on a cart.
All on the fourth down play.
I mean, you talk about a disaster of a play.
Yeah.
You go for it on fourth down, don't get it. And your quarterback, your wide receiver, and your left tackle all get nicked up on the same play.
And we'll see if Puka, Stafford was getting his ankle tape. Looks like he'll be fine. Puka, we're not sure. Noteboom gone into the locker room, as you mentioned, on the cart. They're already missing their 2 starting tackles. And a third goes down.
Yeah, and you were talking about what a great job Noteboom has done stepping in tonight. But, boy, going to the locker room on a cart, officially questionable to return. You hope for the Rams' sake he's going to be okay. First and 10 Lions now after they reset the play clock. Ball at the Rams 14 on the far side right hash. 2 receivers left. St. Brown is in the slot. Goff in the gun. He's got Gibbs to his left side. Goff changing something. Plenty of time on that play clock. Waits, gets the snap. He'll hand it off. Gibbs starts right, cuts back left along the hash marks inside the 10. And Jahmyr Gibbs shifty down to the 7-yard line. Tyler Davis, the 6th rounder out of Clemson with a tackle. Gain of 7. That'll bring up second down and 3. And Jamison Williams just jogged back in. That's the cheers from the Lions fans.
Boy, last year the Rams allowed the 4th lowest yards after contact per carry, and not living up to that tonight. The Lions backs are breaking tackles.
Ball just inside the 7. Officially it's second down and 3. Receivers left and right. Goff goes under center. Here's the snap. Toss it to Gibbs. Running left outside the hash. Breaks a couple of tackles. And he's going to be close to a first down, but it looks like just short. They've got him at the 5. So it'll go as a gain of 2. Bring up 3rd and 1. Roseboom with the tackle.
Well, it's 3rd down, so they have 2 downs to make a yard.
I was just going to say, it's so different with Dan Campbell. You just assume they're definitely going for it on 4th down.
Yeah, it definitely is. Now, what knowing they're going to go for it, maybe we'll see the spread again. But I was stunned last time it was 3rd and 1, and you had a spread formation. Now not this time. You got a deep back.
Extra offensive lineman Skipper checks in. They'll go with 2 receivers right. Laporta is in the slot. Gibbs the back. Goff is under center. Here's the snap. Goff will hand it off. Gibbs off to the right. Looking for room on the outside. Now cuts it up. Dives and has the first down to the 3. Boy, that was an excellent job by Jahmyr Gibbs, just patiently waiting for something to open up. He dives forward, picks up 2, and makes it a 1st and goal for the Lions.
And the Rams strung it out, but they didn't string it out by having anybody upfield to where Gibbs had to make a quick decision. He could string it out, and then found that hole to hit it straight up north and south to get the first down.
First down and goal, Lions. Ball is at the 3-yard line. 2 receivers stack right, single man left. Now right the tight end in motion from right to left. Goff goes under center. Barks out the signals, takes the snap, back on a play fake, looking left, throws left, got a man, that's right, makes the catch, but he's tackled at the 1-yard line. Excellent job by Cam Curl to wrap up Brock Wright. Keep him out of the end zone. It's a gain of 2. It'll be second down and goal.
Brock Wright last year had 1 touchdown, 13 receptions. He's known as a blocker, but every now and then they'll get him out into the flat to try and get a big catch. There was another touchdown.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here in Detroit with the score. The Lions 3, the Rams 3. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood 1.
From brakes to exhaust kits and beyond, eBay Motors has over 122 million parts to keep your ride or die alive. With all the parts you need at the prices you want, it's easy to bring home that big win. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Finding quality candidates for your small business is no little league game, but Indeed can help you cover all your hiring bases. Their all-in-one hiring platform has smart tools to help you attract, screen, and hire quality candidates. And they don't just help you hire faster. 93% 70% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites, according to a recent Indeed survey. Nix the hassle. Start hiring. Learn more at Indeed.com/credit to expand your team today.
Every business faces challenges, but complicated, expensive, and uncertain shipping shouldn't be one of them. With USPS Ground Advantage from the United States Postal Service, you can avoid all the noise. No more unexpected surcharges, hidden fees, or complex rate structures. It's just easy, cost-effective, and dependable shipping. Tune your business's frequency to success and turn shipping to your advantage. Learn how at USPS.com/advantage. USPS Ground Advantage. Simple, affordable, reliable.
Something amazing is happening here. The next era of AI has arrived. CDW data engineers are helping organizations harness the power of AI with Intel Core Ultra processors. The power to run workloads faster means greater productivity, giving your business a better shot at success. Intel and CDW make amazing happen. Learn more at cdw.com/Intel Client.
Time is of the essence with COVID-19. Prescription oral treatment must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Learn more at treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Time to check the schedule of games coming up on Westwood One, sponsored by Hulu Plus Live TV. Tomorrow night, the Jets in the Bay Area to take on the 49ers. Coverage begins at 7:30 Eastern. Then on Thursday, the Bills head to Miami to take on the Dolphins at 7:30. Next Saturday, Oregon State at 3 p.m. And next Sunday, we'll be in Houston. The Bears visit to take on the Texans. Tired of paying for TV? Switch to Hulu Plus Live TV today to watch over 95 live channels. Live TV plan required. Restrictions apply. Learn more at Hulu.com. 3-3 game, 2 minutes to go first half. Lions on the doorstep, second down and goal from the 1. Goff will go under center. Single receiver in the game. Jahmyr Gibbs is the running back. Goff takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Gibbs. Starts left, cuts back, wrapped up, leaning, reaching. No signal yet. They're going to mark him inside the 1, but not to the end zone. Gibbs did everything he could, leaning forward, stretching the football out. But the officials say he was down.
The runner was down by contact. Third down.
Yeah, the Rams were saying they got the ball. Great hit right on the ball. He is juggling it. He's trying to stretch over the end zone. Whoa,
boy, that is close.
Wow, that is close.
And the previous play is under review.
Under 2 minutes, so it's a booth review, and it didn't look like he was down. And his back was facing the ground, and he reached backward over his head. There is shoulder hit, but the ball may have been across the line.
We'll take a break with 1:25 to go while they look at it. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
Do you know what brand sells the most work shoes in America? Skechers. Why? Well, for starters, Skechers has the best-looking safety toe and slip-resistant shoes around. They've got superior quality and simply incredible prices. But many people get them just for the style. Skechers work shoes come in a variety of modern looks. They even make work shoes in athletic styles, so you can enjoy tough, steel-toed protection and slip-resistant soles anywhere, even if you don't need them for work. In short, their work shoes give you the best of fashion and function. And since they're Skechers, you know they're going to be comfortable with Skechers' exclusive air-cooled memory foam. Now, you might think you'd have to pay a lot for all that, but you'll be surprised just how affordable Skechers durable work shoes are. So when it comes to safety and style, go with America's #1 selling work shoes and put Skechers to work. Find your new pair of Skechers safety toe and slip-resistant work shoes at a Skechers store, at Skechers.com, or wherever work shoes are sold.
Mom, meet Sarah.
From first-time Nana moments.
Yeah, welcome to Flight 101.
To annual girls trip moments. Your can't-miss moments are worth protecting against RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or severe diabetes, you're at higher risk of landing in the hospital from RSV. And there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com.
So where should we go next?
Sponsored by Pfizer.
The long-awaited NFL season is finally here. Don't miss a moment of the action with NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV. When you bundle NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, you get access to every game every Sunday. That's the most live NFL games all in one place. It's a must-have for any NFL fan. Sign up today at youtube.com/NFLST. Device and content restrictions apply. Local and national games on YouTube TV. NFL Sunday Ticket for out-of-market games. Excludes digital-only games.
Back in Detroit, where Adrian Hill has just announced that Jahmyr Gibbs was indeed in the end zone for a 1-yard touchdown run. It has given the Lions a 9-3 lead. That close shave instant replay review sponsored by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Barbasol delivers a thick lather and close, comfortable shave for the half price of gels. Why pay more for a great shave? Choose Barbasol. So a 1-yard touchdown run for Gibbs, as Mike Golick did correctly predict.
Yes, so let's make sure we get that out there. But I did say he was in. It was a great job by Gibbs not being down and just stretching the ball over right before his shoulder hit.
Jake Bates on for the extra point, trying to give the Lions a 7-point lead. Bates is ready. Here's the snap, ball down. The kick is on the way. It's end over end, and it is good. So with 1:57 to go in the first half, it's now the Lions 10 and the Rams 3. Let's check the drive summary, sponsored by eBay Motors. Be your ride's MVP with the eBay Guaranteed Fit, where every part is guaranteed to fit your ride every time. eBay Motors. Visit ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply. 9 plays, 77 yards, 4:31 off the clock. Jahmyr Gibbs with the 1-yard touchdown run. Lions tied for the most rushing touchdowns in the NFL a year ago. They go to Gibbs there to pound it in.
Yeah, they had 27 last year, tied with Miami and San Francisco, and started off with one again this year. And how about the great Scott Graham in the pregame show, pinning down the great Barry Sanders to give a prediction on who would score the first touchdown, and Barry Sanders said Jahmyr Gibbs. So there it is, all laid out for you.
Well, that's what happens when you get two greats together. That's what happens.
Yeah.
We wouldn't know anything about that in this booth.
It's kind of when I was talking with Barry before the game down on the field. Just a couple of greats, chopping it up.
I'm just going to leave that alone.
Okay.
Bates with the teed up at the 35-yard line. Whittington and Corum back deep to return. Bates on the approach. It's an end-over-end kick heading back into the end zone. Whittington has it and steps over the back line of the end zone. So that'll be a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Well, let's see what the Rams can do in response. And we mentioned that last drive turned out to be disaster. They don't get it on 4th down. Matthew Stafford has to get his ankle taped up. Puka Nacua got his knee taped up. Joe Noteboom goes back to the locker room. So A.J. Arcuri, second-year man out of Michigan State that was elevated from the practice squad yesterday, takes over at left tackle, matched up against Aiden Hutchinson. 1st and 10, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Pistol formation. Williams is the running back. Stafford the snap, turns, hands it off. Williams running straight ahead along the right hash, and he powers his way out to the 34. Gain of 4, Anzalone with the tackle, 2nd down and 6.
They got plenty of time. Clock's running 1:47, but they have 2 timeouts. Plenty of time. 2-minute drill is one of the things worked on so much in practice.
Ryan Radke, Mike Golick, you're on Westwood 1. You're listening to 2024 NFL Kickoff Weekend, presented by NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV. 2nd down, 6 from the 34. 2 receivers tight to the line on the left, single man right. Williams, the running back, behind Stafford in the pistol. 1:22 to go. Cup in motion from left to right. Here's the snap. Stafford will hand it off. Running to the right side and brought down immediately is Kyron Williams. Onzarike with the tackle. Penalty flag went down right at the snap.
It's offside on Detroit.
Offside defense, number 92. 5-yard penalty. Remains 2nd down.
We'll go against Marcus Davenport. Take it from 2nd and 6 to 2nd and 1 as they move the ball to the 39-yard line. 1:15 to go. Rams have 2 timeouts.
Again, plenty of time. Work the whole field. Your swing passes, your out routes, your slants. Again, we haven't seen any deep balls. Well, we saw 1 deep one to the end zone.
Trips left. Parkinson, the tight end, on the right end of the line. Williams is the running back. Here's the snap. Handoff. Kyron Williams straight ahead. Now cuts left in between the hash marks. And Kyron Williams takes it out across the 43-yard line. Clock down to 1:05 to go. It'll be a gain of about 5. Derek Barnes with the tackle. 1st down for the Rams. They'll take it down inside a minute here as they get lined up. Slot left, single man right, Stafford in the gun. Stafford wants the snap. He's got it. He's back to pass. Stafford looks, throws over the middle, knockdown incomplete. Nice job by the DB, Amik Robertson, who came over from Las Vegas. Got a hand in there to swat it away from Cooper Kupp. It'll be 2nd and 10 with 50 seconds to go in the first half. Lions leading 10-3.
Again, one of the 3 new DBs to go with Carlton Davis and the rookie Terrion Arnold. Amik Robertson playing in that slot nickel. Brian Branch went from the nickel back to safety.
2nd down and 10. Rams at their own 43-yard line. Stafford in the gun. Robinson goes wide to the left. 2 receivers to the right. Williams, the running back, off to Stafford's right side. Kupp in motion from right to left. Shotgun snap to Stafford. He's back to pass. Stafford looking, throws short over the middle. That's caught at the 45-yard line and tackled right there. There's a penalty flag down back where Stafford released it.
They're going to get Adrian Hutchinson with roughing the passer. He's been lining up, and the new kid that came in, A.J. Curry.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense, number 97, low hit. That 15-yard penalty will be added to the result of the play. Automatic, first down.
Put an inside move on the tackle, and then tried to break back out. And Stafford was backing away.
He was just kind of stumbling forward a little bit, Mike, and went right into his knee.
Yeah, if you're blocked into the lower body, it's not a penalty, but he wasn't blocked into him. And you're right, he was kind of falling forward, just reaching out and grabbing, and he knew it. He knew it right away. He threw his hands up just to kind of say, hey, didn't do it, but he did.
So they'll move it down to the Lions, 41st and 10. 2 receivers stack right, single man left, Kupp in motion from right to left. Stafford of the gun gets the snap. He's back to pass. Looks, throws, right side. Got a man wide open. That's caught. Parkinson across the 25, down to the 20-yard line. Run out of bounds there. That'll stop the clock with 37 seconds to go. Robertson was in coverage. It's a gain of 20 to a wide open Colby Parkinson.
And these passes have to be quick because, I mean, Aiden Hutchinson is just getting such quick pressure right now that there's just no time for Stafford to stand in the pocket and survey and go through his progressions.
Rams still have 2 timeouts, 37 seconds on the clock. Down 10-3 here in the second quarter. Slot right, Kupp is the single man to the left. Pistol formation, Tyler Johnson in motion now from right to left. Nakua is on the sideline. Stafford looks over the defense. Play clock down to 2. Stafford gets the snap. He's back. He's looking. He's hit by Hutchinson. Gets away. Rolling left. Flips it ahead to Williams. Across the 15. And Kyron Williams close to a first down. Diving down at the 12. Sean McVay calls timeout with 28 seconds to go. It'll be a gain of 8. Stafford somehow avoiding Hutchinson, and then just a flip to Kyron Williams to make something out of nothing.
I mean, Hutchinson is basically having a free run to the quarterback. Just whether going around A.J. Curry or going underneath them. And I don't know how Stafford zipped out of that. Now, Curry stayed on Hutchinson that time, and Hutch couldn't really grab a hold of him.
A reminder to stay with us for the Sunday Night Football halftime report with Scott Graham. Scott will check all the scores and highlights from week 1 of the NFL season coming up at the half. 2nd down and 2. Ball is at the 12 on the far side left hash. 29 seconds on the game clock. Rams now with 1 timeout. 10-3, Lions on top. Pistol formation. Williams the running back. 2 receivers tight to the line on the right. Single man left. Stafford looks over the defense. Play clock at 8. Kupp in motion from right to left. Here's the snap. Stafford back. Looking left. Throws left. He's got Kupp, and he's got a first down. Cooper Kupp on the far left sideline. Steps out of bounds at the 8-yard line for a gain of 4. Kirby Joseph was in coverage. 1st and goal from the 8. 26 seconds remain for L.A.
They're just nickel and diming down the field, aren't they? Trying to get some yards after the catcher in there in the middle of the field. Now just inching it closer and closer to the goal line. Still plenty of time with the timeout. Got all the field to use. Don't have to run all out routes.
6 catches, 30 yards for Cooper Kupp. 1st and goal from the 8. Pistol formation again. Kupp is a single receiver to the left, 2 receivers right. Williams the running back behind Stafford. Now Kupp starts in motion to the right, back out to the left. Here's the snap. Stafford back, looks left, pumps that side, looks middle, fires back at the end zone. Too high and incomplete. Trying to get that one to DeMarcus Robinson, who is surrounded by 3 Detroit defenders. It'll be 2nd and goal with 21 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, that's the most time Stafford's had. You wonder if that D-line's getting a little tired. Been out there a while. Been a quick drive, as 2-minute drills and drives are. Could be wearing that D-line down a little bit.
Rams back in the huddle. Stafford gets the play call, drops down to a knee. You can only imagine how loud he has to be just for his teammates to hear the play call. Rams up to the line of scrimmage. They'll go with two receivers left. Parkinson, the tight end, on that side of the line. Robinson singled up to the right. Cup in motion from left to right. Here's the snap. Stafford back, looking right, looking, throws back in the end zone, intercepted. It's picked off by Kirby Joseph. Stafford was backpedaling and threw that one kind of a floater into the middle of the end zone, and Joseph was right there to pick it off. And the Lions again turn the Rams away. Detroit takes over with 15 seconds to go in the first half, leading by 7.
A rare bad decision by Stafford this first half. And Joseph with the interception, the only returning starter in that secondary playing the same position of all the new faces. And yeah, that ball just had nothing on it at all as Stafford was backing away.
Well, Kirby Joseph is in his third year. He had 4 interceptions each of his first 2 seasons. He is the first Lions DB to do that since back in 82 and 83. And that was an easy one. That might be the easiest one he has all year.
It's 8 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery. Only he and Justin Simmons have those stats the last 2 years.
Now the Lions will line up in the shotgun. The Lions do have all 3 timeouts. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Goff in the gun. Gibbs is the running back to his left. Here's the snap. Goff will fake the handoff. Back to pass. Rush coming. Goff is hit from behind and sacked. Second time he's gone down. Jared Verse, the first rounder out of Florida State, has his first NFL sack. A loss of 8, and that will bring us to the end of the first half with the Detroit Lions on top of the LA Rams 10-3.
Boy, Detroit got away with one there, a blindside on Goff. That's just what you don't need before the half ends.
End of the first half here in the Motor City with the score. The Lions 10, the Rams 3. When we return, Scott Graham rejoins us from our studios with the halftime report. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
I'm Bruce Murray.
And I'm Rich Gannon.
Join us Monday, noon Eastern time on the Sirius XM Blitz. We recap Cowboys, Browns, Rams, Lions, and the rest of Week 1 around the National Football League.
And we'll get you ready for Monday Night Football between the Jets and the 49ers as Aaron Rodgers makes his return to the field.
Rodgers under center, drops back. That's a Jet touchdown!
So don't miss the Sirius XM Blitz with me, along with Rich Gannon, Monday, noon Eastern time on Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Hey football fans, this is Jim Miller. The 2024 season is here, and Pat Kerwin and I have you covered from Week 1 all the way up to Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans.
So be sure to tune in tomorrow as we'll be breaking down all the action from Sunday and getting you ready for the Jets and Niners on Monday Night Football, and of course, taking plenty of your calls.
So come talk some ball with us tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern on Moving the Chains, Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88, and the all-new Sirius XM app.
Throughout the 2024 season, each NFL team channel on the Sirius XM app will feature the team's pre- and post-game shows before and after every game.
What's given me confidence is how they've responded to adversity.
Get instant reaction, live interviews, and press conference audio. Now your favorite team's broadcast includes their pre- and post-game shows all season long on the Sirius XM app. All 32 team channels are also available in vehicles equipped with Sirius XM 360L radios.
The basketball talk never stops all summer long on Sirius XM NBA Radio.
That's one of the best signings of the summer.
Our experts are breaking down every move and talking to some of the best guests around the association.
We're talking with Rich Paul of Clutch Sports Management.
The head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers is J.J. Redick.
I want that challenge. I'm not going to run from that challenge.
Your 24/7, 365 home for hoops is Sirius XM NBA Radio Channel 86 in the car and anytime you want on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Scott Graham from our Westwood One studios. We reached halftime in Detroit. Lions leading the Rams by a score of 10-3. Let's check the Sleeper scoreboard for Week 1. Just download the Sleeper app today and use code BLOCK when signing up. Must be present in certain states. Visit sleeper.com for details. Sponsored by Blitz Studios. Oh, wild day today that saw lots of comeback football, including from the Miami Dolphins. Playing at home, they got down on a 14-0 hole against the Jacksonville Jaguars, but Tua Tagovailoa, Tyreek Hill, and the defense all led them from behind. Jason Sanders hit a game-winning 52-yard field goal as time expired. Dolphins win it 20-17. Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle each with better than 100 yards. Tua threw for 336. Jacksonville got 162 yards and a Trevor Lawrence on the day today, but not enough in that Miami victory. As for Buffalo, they had to come from behind at home as well, and when they did it, they put it on the very broad shoulders of their quarterback.
Cook in late motion. Here's the snap. Looks to the right flat to Cook. Now steps up in the pocket, throws. Now he's going to run, and the beast has once again been released. Josh Allen with a 6-yard touchdown romp. His second rushing touchdown of the day. 4 total touchdowns from the Bills QB. Can you say MVP?
You got that right, Chris Brown on WGR Sports Radio 550 in Buffalo. 4 scores for Josh Allen and a Buffalo victory. 34-28 was the final in this one today. Kyler Murray for the Arizona Cardinals threw for 162 yards and a touchdown. And DJ Dallas, by the way, had a 96-yard kick return for a touchdown. That's the first kick return in the dynamic kickoff era. I guess that's what we're calling it right now. Houston got a victory today in Indianapolis, 29-27 as the roll continues for the Texans. C.J. Stroud threw for a couple of scores. Joe Mixon ran for 159 yards. By the way, the 2 scores were to Stephon Diggs, the newest Houston Texan, as they start their season 1-0. Anthony Richardson, back from being injured last year, threw 2 passing touchdowns, ran for a score, but Indy not enough offense playing at home today. They are now 0-11 in their last 11 openers and 0-1 to start this season. Cincinnati's not a whole lot better to begin the season. Joe Burrow is now 1-8 in his career in weeks 1 and 2. New England went into Cincinnati today, beat them by a score of 16-10. Jacoby Brissett only threw for 121 yards, but Gerard Mayo gets his first win as a head coach since he starts their season 0-1. It was Pittsburgh over Atlanta, 18-10. It was all field goals. Chris Boswell hitting 6 of them for the Steelers to win at Mercedes-Benz Stadium today. And the Chargers beat the Raiders today, 22-10. Justin Herbert, 144 yards, 1 touchdown, and a new head coach who got his first win. Here's Justin after the game.
I think it's just a great energy from the guys. You know, it's always about improvement and experience and getting better. And the guys that we've brought in, the guys that have been here, all we're doing is our best. And to have a guy leading the charge like that and a locker room that buys in and follows him, you know, it's a special day for him as well to get his first win.
Guy leading the charge is Jim Harbaugh, back in the NFL once again. Our halftime score, Detroit 10, the Rams 3. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
If you love golf, then you should never turn off PGA Tour Radio. Hear from the biggest names in the sport.
Champion golfer of the year is Xander Schauffele.
I think best round of golf ever in my life.
Listen to special shows from people who love the game, like rock and roll legend Alice Cooper.
There's a putt, must be 90 feet long, and you make that putt.
And get help with your own game.
You'll get through your iron shots and have predictable distance.
It's all golf, all the time, on PGA Tour Radio, Channel 92 in the car, and on the SiriusXM app.
I'm Bruce Murray.
And I'm Rich Gannon.
Join us Monday, noon Eastern time on the SiriusXM Blitz. We recap Cowboys, Browns, Rams, Lions, and the rest of Week 1 around the National Football League.
And we'll get you ready for Monday Night Football between the Jets and the 49ers as Aaron Rodgers makes his return to the field.
Rodgers under center, drops back. That's a Jet touchdown!
So don't miss the SiriusXM Blitz with me, along with Rich Gannon, Monday, noon Eastern time on SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Hey football fans, this is Jim Miller. The 2024 season is here, and Pat Kerwin and I have you covered from Week 1 all the way up to Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans.
So be sure to tune in tomorrow as we'll be breaking down all the action from Sunday and getting you ready for the Jets and Niners on Monday Night Football, and of course, taking plenty of your calls.
So come talk some ball with us tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern on Moving the Chains, SiriusXM NFL Radio, Channel 88, and the all-new SiriusXM app.
Touchdown! Throughout the 2024 season, each NFL team channel on the SiriusXM app will feature the team's pre- and post-game shows before and after every game.
What's given me confidence is how they've responded to adversity.
Get instant reaction, live interviews, and press conference audio. Now your favorite team's broadcast includes their pre- and post-game shows all season long on the SiriusXM app. All 32 team channels are also available in vehicles equipped with SiriusXM 360L radios.
Welcome back to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One. I'm Scott Graham in the Progressive Insurance Studios. Looking for a great career path with flexibility and great pay and benefits? Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today. Our halftime score, Detroit over the Rams 10-3. Earlier today, Dak Prescott became a very rich man. A 4-year, $240 million contract announced today with the Dallas Cowboys. Then he went out on the field and set about the business of beating the Cleveland Browns at Huntington Bank Field. Dak only threw for one score on the day today. CeeDee Lamb, who got paid a little bit earlier this year, only had 5 catches for 61 yards, but they got it done. They beat Cleveland 33-17 today. Dak, after the game, pretty good day, right, Dak?
For me, it was just about getting ready for the Browns. Whether it got done today or not wasn't going to change the way, it wasn't going to affect me, honestly. I've told you guys before, I don't play for the money. I think when you focus and you control what you can control, things like that just happen. So, yeah, I found out probably an hour honestly, probably 20 minutes before it was, publicized to everybody else.
Still plenty of questions about Deshaun Watson. 169 yards, 2 picks today as Dallas wins it big in Cleveland. Tampa Bay won behind 4 touchdown passes from Baker Mayfield. They knocked off Washington 37-20. Jaden Daniels, in his debut, ran for a couple of scores for the Commanders. New Orleans all over Carolina today, 47-10. Derek Carr throws 3 touchdown passes on the day today as New Orleans starts their season the right way. Bryce Young continues to struggle. He's 0-9 on the road now. Threw for 161 yards and got picked twice today down on the Bayou. Geno Smith ran for a score today, threw for another. Kenneth Walker had 113 yards. Seattle came from behind to beat Denver 26-20, the final in that ball game. Chicago fell behind early. Caleb Williams' debut looked like it was in doubt, but then they got themselves a blocked punt return for a touchdown and a pick 6. They come from behind and beat the Tennessee Titans 24-17 at Soldier Field today. And Sam Darnold made a triumphant return to MetLife Stadium. He threw a couple of touchdown passes as Minnesota beat up on the Giants 28-6. Another rough day for the Giants' Daniel Jones. Our halftime score, Detroit 10, the Rams 3. When we return, Ryan Ratke and Mike Golick will have the second half kickoff. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
Hey, football fans, with BetMGM's second chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to gamble responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms, 21 years of age and older. This U.S. promotional offer not available in Mississippi, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto Rico. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. For New York, call 8778-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. For Massachusetts, 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, 1-800-981-0023. Subject to eligibility requirements in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
Digestive health issues can take over your entire day, leaving those like Taylor, hello, feeling bloated and uncomfortable. Hi, Taylor. I'm Ellen. How did you get into my bathroom? Never mind that. You need to try the Squatty Potty. The squatting position is clinically proven to increase emptiness for 85% of individuals. Much better. You can go now. Available now at Walmart and Amazon.com. You can go now.
The NFL season is underway. Don't miss your chance to be part of the action. Tickets to all regular season games are on sale. Be there live to support your favorite team. Let's go! See every epic showdown, every classic rivalry, and every primetime game under the lights, live and in person. Visit NFL.com/tickets to purchase tickets today. Tickets are available through Ticketmaster, SeatGeek, and Sports Illustrated Tickets, members of the NFL Ticket Network.
Mom, meet Sarah.
From first-time Nana moments.
Yeah, welcome to Flight 101.
To annual girls trip moments. Your can't-miss moments are worth protecting against RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or severe diabetes, you're at higher risk of landing in the hospital from RSV. And there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com.
So where should we go next?
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Ryan Radke, Mike Golick back in Detroit where the Lions lead the Rams by a score of 10-3 at halftime. Let's check the halftime stats sponsored by Indeed. Looking for quality candidates this year? Look no further than Indeed. Indeed's video interview tool takes the hassle out of virtual hiring. Visit Indeed.com/credit. No, most of the stats favor the Rams in the first half. They outgained the Lions 166-124. They had 13 first downs to Detroit's 10, and the Rams had the ball for about a minute more, yet they trail by 7. Jared Goff, 7 of 10 for 75 yards. David Montgomery, 9 carries, 35 yards. Jahmyr Gibbs, 5 carries, 18 yards and a touchdown. Jamison Williams, 2 catches for 37 yards. Matthew Stafford, 16 of 26 for 119 yards, a costly interception just before halftime. Kyron Williams, 5 carries for 23 yards. Cooper Kupp had 6 catches for 30 yards in the first half for the Rams. Detroit on top by a score of 10-3. Mike, let's talk about the second half. What you're looking for, what's going to decide this game?
Well, I mean, the Rams, their last 3 drives, 13 plays field goal, 12 play, lost the ball on downs, 9 plays, interception, red zone for Stafford, who didn't throw one last year. 17 touchdowns, no interceptions in the red zone. But since 22, he has 6 touchdown passes and 9 interceptions in September games. So early in the season, he was throwing more interceptions. So, and Puka Nacua, we don't know if we're going to see him again. Joe Noteboom, the backup left tackle, is out of the game. So they have to make up for the injuries and try and get the ball into the end zone when they get in the red zone. And for Detroit, just keep mixing it up. They're mixing it up really well with the run and the pass. They were battering the run early and hitting the pass late.
Evans ready to kick it away from the 35-yard line. This one headed for the end zone, and it will be out the back of the end zone over the head of Khalif Raymond. And the Lions will start at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10. You think about it, Mike, a lot of missed opportunities for the Rams in the first half. They drove down, had the 4th and 4. Sean McVay decided to go for it, didn't get it. That's the play where Nacua, Stafford, and Noteboom all got hurt. And then with the ball at the 8-yard line, Stafford, a very uncharacteristic interception.
Yeah, floated it. That was really, I know he was going backward a little bit, but just, a very, very poor decision by him. But as I said, more interceptions than touchdowns in September the last couple of years.
Lions moving right to left. Goff will go under center. He takes the snap. He'll hand off to David Montgomery, running right. And just outside the hash marks, finds a little room. Out to the 32. Troy Reeder with the stop. Gain of a couple. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8. The Lions pretty reliant on that running game in the first half, save for the big throw down the field to Jamison Williams. They were trying to pound the football. Rams were going to the air, and as Mike said, kind of nickel and diming the Lions down the field. Slot left, single man right, 2nd down, 8. Lions from their own 32. Here's a give to Montgomery again. Running in between the hash marks out to the 35. They'll give him out to the 36, so it'll be a gain of 4. Now it'll be a 3rd down and 4 coming up for Detroit. Reeder combined with Cam Curl on the tackle that time for the Rams.
Trying to play that smash mouth ball again for the one drive they had where they had only one pass and all runs. They did mix up into the pass later on in the half. Goff is 7 out of 10. At one point he was wonderful a couple of drives into the game.
Lions need the 40 for a 1st down. They'll go with 3 receivers right, 2 receivers to the left. Goff leans forward, takes the snap. He's back to pass. He's looking, throws short right, and that is incomplete. Jamison Williams couldn't hang on, wouldn't have mattered. He would have been well short of the 1st down. Troy Reeder was there, applied the hit, helped jar that ball loose, and the Lions, just like they started the first half, go 3 and outs.
Yeah, poor decision. Even if he'd have caught that ball, he wouldn't have had the 1st down. He had Khalif Raymond open in the middle of the field at 1st down yardage. Goff just missed him.
So Kyron Williams back to return the punt of Jack Fox. Williams standing at about his own 16-yard line. Low snap, handled by Fox. It's a high spiraling kick, driving Williams back. He'll let it go over his head. It bounces at the 2. It checks up, and the Lions can't down the football. It was laying at the 2-yard line, and it got knocked into the end zone. Ennis Rakestraw, the 2nd rounder, came flying down the field trying to down it and knocked it into the end zone. The ball will come out to the 20-yard line, and that's where the Rams will begin their first possession of the 3rd quarter. 13:35 to go in Detroit. 10-3 Lions on top. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
The basketball talk never stops all summer long on Sirius XM NBA Radio.
That's one of the best signings of the summer.
Our experts are breaking down every move and talking to some of the best guests around the association.
We're talking with Rich Paul of Clutch Sports Management. The head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers is J.J. Redick.
I want that challenge. I'm not going to run from that challenge.
Your 24/7, 365 home for hoops is Sirius XM NBA Radio Channel 86 in the car and anytime you want on the all-new Sirius XM app.
The NASCAR Cup Series is on Sirius XM. Let's go, man! We're back on the track Sunday,
2 p.m. Eastern.
Go bowling at the Glen from Watkins Glen International.
Checker flag, baby. Yeah!
On Sirius XM NASCAR Radio Channel 90 in the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app. Get closer to everything that moves you wherever you are with the Sirius XM app.
Let's make some smoke and drink some beer. Yes!
If you love golf, then you should never turn off PGA Tour Radio. Hear from the biggest names in the sport.
Champion golfer of the year is Xander Schauffele.
I think best round of golf ever in my life.
Listen to special shows from people who love the game, like rock and roll legend Alice Cooper.
There's a putt, must be 90 feet long, and you make that putt.
And get help with your own game.
You'll get through your iron shots and have predictable distance.
It's all golf, all the time, on PGA Tour Radio, Channel 92 in the car, and on the Sirius XM app.
I'm Bruce Murray.
And I'm Rich Gannon.
Join us Monday, noon Eastern time on the Sirius XM Blitz. We recap Cowboys, Browns, Rams, Lions, and the rest of Week 1 around the National Football League.
And we'll get you ready for Monday Night Football between the Jets and the 49ers as Aaron Rodgers makes his return to the field.
Rodgers under center, drops back. That's a Jet touchdown!
So don't miss the Sirius XM Blitz with me, along with Rich Gannon, Monday, noon Eastern time on Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Open Westwood One Sports. You'll be taken straight to the action. That's Open Westwood One Sports to listen on Alexa. 13:35 to go third quarter. Lions 10, Rams 3. Rams with their first possession of the third quarter. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. 2 receivers stacked right, 1 left. Here's the snap. Stafford able to grab it with one hand. Handed off to Kyron Williams, racing right side, and he gets knocked down close to the line of scrimmage. Jack Campbell, the second-year man out of Iowa, ran him down. They'll say it's a loss of 1 at the 19. It'll bring up 2nd down and 11. But, Mike, the story for the Rams right now, they have huge problems up front.
Yeah, backup tackles are in. Noteboom, and he's out, so A.J. Curie is in. Steve Avila went out. He is out of the game. Bo Limmer, a rookie from Arkansas, went in at center. Jonah Jackson was at center. He moved to left guard. Their line is just a haphazard mess right now.
2 receivers left, 1 right, 2nd down and 11. Cup in motion from left to right. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Back to pass. Looking sidearms to throw over the middle. That's caught for a short gain at the 20-yard line. It was caught by Tyler Johnson. He was hit immediately by Terrion Arnold. 1-yard pickup. It'll be 3rd and 10.
So here's the issue. Detroit's just going to cover tight now short because that's all Matthew Stafford has time for. The pocket is just collapsing around him, led by Aiden Hutchinson, just absolutely terrorizing A.J. Curie over on the left side of the offensive line, but there's still push in the middle as well.
2 receivers left, 1 right. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Back on 3rd and 10. Has time. Looks. Fires deep down the middle of the field. Almost intercepted. He was trying to get it to Kupp. He didn't see Brian Branch, who was sitting in the middle of the field, and Branch is going to want that one back. It bounced off his hands. It'll be 4th down. The Rams will punt, but Branch knows he missed an opportunity for an INT.
Well, that time they dropped Aiden Hutchinson out into coverage, so they only had a 3-man rush, so they went 8 deep. And Branch just roaming the middle of the field. You're right, is going to want that one back. It was right in his hands.
Ethan Evans will punt. Takes a chest-high snap, drops the nose of the football. It's an end-over-end punt. Khalif Raymond running up. Raymond is going to take this at his 37-yard line. He starts right, avoids an ankle tackle, crosses the 40 to the 41, and then is driven down there. Nick Hampton getting down on special teams to make the stop. It'll be good field position for the Lions when we come back. With 12:01 to go in the third quarter, it's Detroit 10, the LA Rams 3. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood 1.
Running your own business can feel a lot like running a one-person relay race. When you've got to expand your team, share the baton with Indeed. Their all-in-one hiring platform has smart tools to help you attract, screen, and hire quality candidates to your roster. And they don't just help you hire faster. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites, according to a recent Indeed survey. Nix the hassle. Start hiring. Learn more at Indeed.com/credit to expand your team today.
12:01 to go, third quarter. Lions 10, Rams 3. Lions will start this drive at their own 41-yard line, first down and 10. Goff will line up under center. He's got two receivers right, one left. David Montgomery is the single running back. Goff ready, has the snap, pumps to his left, handoff to Montgomery, angling toward the right hash to the 45. And Montgomery out to the 46-yard line. Byron Young with the tackle. Gain of 5, and that'll set up second down and 5 here for Detroit.
Yeah, they're nothing fancy right now. They're just running right between the tackles. With Brock Wright leading the way or Parker Hesse leading the way, the H-backs and second tight ends as lead blockers, they're just playing some smash mouth.
This is the opposite of the wild card game a year ago. There was an offensive shootout in the first half before defenses took over in the second. Slot left, single man right. Laporta in motion from left to right. Shotgun snap to Goff. Back on play action. Rolling to his right. Throws back across the middle. It's caught by Montgomery for a short gain. 2 yards out to the 48. Roseboom made the tackle. And that'll leave the Lions with a third down at about 3. That was a dangerous throw by Jared Goff.
It sure was. Jared Verse again with the pressure. Youngster starting to get a feel for the pressure game right now. Forcing the really kind of off throw by Goff.
So third down and 3 for the Lions. Lions so far in the ball game 2 of 6 on third down. 11th in the league a year ago, 41.5%. Two receivers left, single man right. Laporta goes in motion from right to left. Play clock down to 2. Goff takes the shotgun snap. He's back to pass, has time, looks left, going deep left side. Williams wide open, makes the catch at the 15. Sprinting down the sideline, into the end zone. Touchdown Lions. Jamison Williams made the catch and ran away from the Rams defense for a touchdown. And the Lions lead is 16-3 with the extra point coming up.
There's a flag on the play. It's going to be defensive interference, so this touchdown's going to stand.
Before the pass, illegal contact, defense, number 27. That penalty is declined. Touchdown.
52-yard touchdown strike to Jamison Williams, and the Lions have taken a 16-3 lead here in the opener.
Tre'Davious White just got beat on the out and up, just reached out and grabbed Jamison. Boy, he's got some wheels.
Jake Bates is on for the extra points. Try and make this a 17-3 game. Fox, the punter, will hold. Here's the snap, ball down. The kick for Bates is on the way. It's end over end, and it is good. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood 1, your home for Sunday Night Football.
We're bringing the pop and sizzle with me, Adam Shine, on Channel Sports every weekday from 9 a.m. to noon Eastern on SiriusXM Mad Dog Sports Radio, Channel 82.
10:29 to go in the third quarter. Lions on top of the Rams, 17-3. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood 1.
The long-awaited NFL season is finally here. Don't miss a moment of the action with NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV. When you bundle NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, you get access to every game every Sunday. That's the most live NFL games all in one place. It's a must-have for any NFL fan. Sign up today at youtube.com/NFLST. Device and content restrictions apply. Local and national games on YouTube TV. NFL Sunday Ticket for out-of-market games. Excludes digital-only games.
There aren't many feelings worse than trying to start your car in the morning and being greeted with a dead battery, or being stuck on the side of the road when you don't need to be. 1 in 4 vehicles on the road will need a battery replacement this year. Don't be a statistic. Stop battery problems before they stop you by testing your battery regularly. Test yours at home or at select Napa locations nationwide. If you need a replacement, Napa has you covered with a full range of long-lasting high-performance batteries for nearly every make and model on the road. So don't wait. Test your battery today and let Napa help keep you moving.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number Limited Edition Smart Bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Time is of the essence with COVID-19. Prescription oral treatment must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Learn more at treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
It's Wrangler season out there. Warmer days, cooler nights. Open roads, endless horizons. And you need to be ready in jeans made for the unpredictable. Wrangler, for the ride of life. Shop our newest styles today at Wrangler.com.
10:29 to go, third quarter in Detroit. Lions on top of the Rams by a score of 17-3. Bates ready to kick it away. Whittington and Corum back deep to return for L.A. Jamison Williams, the 52-yard touchdown catch, 3 catches, 89 yards, and his third touchdown in the last 2 years, 4th of his career. Here's a high end-over-end kick into the end zone. Whittington backs up. He's got it. He will drop down to a knee, and the Rams will start at the 30. Ryan Radke, Mike Golick here in the Grainger broadcast booth at Ford Field. For the ones who get it done, there's Grainger, offering over 1 million industrial-grade products, fast delivery, and free technical support. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. And Mike, one of the reasons the Lions feel like their offense can be even better this year is because they think Jamison Williams is poised for a breakout.
He has the speed to take the top off the defense and open things up as well for Amon-Ra St. Brown. And obviously you have Sam Laporta then, the big tight end.
2 receivers left, single man right. Pistol formation. Cup goes in motion from right to left. Here's the snap. Stafford back on a play fake, in trouble, rolling left, flips it ahead to Williams. Williams wrapped up and dropped by Anzalone for a loss. 3-yard loss back to the 27-yard line. It'll be second down and 13. And once again, Matthew Stafford under all kinds of heat.
The only lineman playing in his original position is the right guard, Kevin Dotson. How tough they are. Steve Avila was told by us, the announcers, that he was out. He went on the field to try and play. They kicked him off the field. He was working on pass sets off the field to try and get back in the game until the coach finally said, sit down, you're done for the game.
Second down, 13, trips right. Williams is the pistol back behind Stafford. Stafford lifts his left leg, takes the snap, sprints, hands it off Williams, running right side towards the numbers, and Williams wrapped up, makes his way to the 30-yard line. So back to the original line of scrimmage, gain of 3. Carlton Davis was the first man to hit him. And now it'll be 3rd and 10. Ryan Radke, Mike Golick here in Detroit. You're listening to 2024 NFL Kickoff Weekend, presented by NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV. Don't forget, the Rams in training camp originally had Steve Avila playing center, right. Jonah Jackson playing at left guard. They flipped him and put Jackson at center, Avila at left guard, and now Jackson has to go back to left guard with all this reshuffling. 2 receivers left, single man right. Play clock down to 5. Stafford to the gun. Parkinson goes in motion from right to left. Play clock at 1. Play clock at 0. Stafford gets the snap, swings it out to Kupp. Left side, breaks free, across the 35, over the 40, and has a first down. Stafford got that one out quickly to Cooper Kupp, and he did the rest, racing up to the 43 for a gain of 13.
Well, that was Cooper Kupp breaking tackles right there because Detroit had a man out there for him and just ended up breaking tackles. Again, we talk about Detroit can just cover tight because Matthew doesn't have time to get it out of bounds. Good blocking by the outside receivers and tight ends.
Colby Parkinson just erased Terry and Arnold on the outside. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Receivers left and right. Kupp in motion from right to left. Stafford takes the pistol snap, turns, fakes the handoff, back to throw, has time, surveys the field, throws left, Kupp is wide open, makes the catch on the left sideline, and he's run out of bounds by Arnold inside the Lions' 40. They'll give him progress inside the 37-yard line. Easy pitch and catch there to Cooper Kupp for a gain of 20.
Again, we're reliving a couple of years ago with Kupp. Now that Puka Nacua is out. If Stafford has any amount of time, it's uncanny with Kupp. You know the ball's going to go to him, yet he's still open and making the receptions.
8 catches, 64 yards for Cooper Kupp in the contest. 1st down and 10, ball at the Lions 36. 2 receivers stacked left, single man right. Williams is the pistol back. Stafford waits, takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Williams, rolling left, throws short, caught by Tyler Johnson, looking for room, can't find any. Maybe lost a yard. Terry and Arnold right there to make the tackle that time. And it'll be second down and long with 7:29 to go in the third quarter. Lions lead 17-3.
Detroit going back to playing some more man like they did a couple of years ago. They traded again for Carlton Davis, who's 6'1", drafted Terry and Arnold, who's 6 foot, so they have a couple decent-sized corners to play up and play aggressive.
Officially no gain on the play. Second down 10 from the 36. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Cooper Kupp is in the right slot. Stafford looks over the Lions defense with the play clock down to 7. Waits, takes the snap, hands it off. Kyron Williams straight ahead along the left hash. And he powers his way forward down to the 30-yard line. Anzalone with the tackle. It's a gain of 6. And now a third down and 4.
The more success they have, the more this old line's going to build some confidence. So many of them playing out of position, but nice combo blocks there. Kyron getting to the second level before he gets hit. Good job by the O-line.
Rams 2 of 6 on third down of the game. This is third down and 4. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Johnson now in motion from left to right. Stafford gets the snap. He hands it off to Williams. Starts right, jump cut between the hash marks. He takes it inside the 30, but not enough for the first down. Progress stopped at the 29-yard line. Gain of 1. And now a fourth down and about 3 coming up for L.A. Down 17-3. The offense staying on the field.
Yeah, they ran that ball knowing full well they had 2 plays to get a first down. They were not thinking about a field goal at all. That's why they ran the ball here to see how close they could get before they went for it on fourth down.
So the crowd coming to life again here at Ford Field. Fourth down and 3. Pistol formation. Williams is the back. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Rams missed on their earlier fourth down and 4. This is 4th and 3. Here's the snap. Stafford back to pass. Looking, throws over the middle. Got a man wide open at the 20-yard line. It's caught by DeMarcus Robinson. Spins his way to the 15. And that is a Rams first down. A gain of 14. Kirby Joseph the tackle, but DeMarcus Robinson was all alone in the secondary.
Boy, that's just a blown coverage right there to have him come on a crosser and being wide open. That's definitely a mistake in the secondary for Detroit as there's a player down.
It's one of the Lions defenders, and it's Terry and Arnold who is getting looked at by the training staff. So we'll step aside with 5:13 to go in the third quarter. Lions 17, Rams 3. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood 1.
Something amazing is happening here. The next era of AI has arrived. CDW data engineers are helping organizations harness the power of AI with Intel Core Ultra processors. The power to run workloads faster means greater productivity, giving your business a better shot at success. Intel and CDW make amazing happen. Learn more at cdw.com/Intel Client.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Time is of the essence with COVID-19. Prescription oral treatment must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Learn more at treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Try Barbasol 1919 Classic Shaving Cream. This modern-day non-aerosol formula features enhanced ingredients, an exceptional glide, and crisp fragrance for a shave experience like no other. Learn more at Barbasol.com.
Barbasol. Every Westwood 1 NFL broadcast this season is being streamed for free. From now until Super Bowl 59 in February, you can listen to our coverage of every primetime game via the NFL's official app on WestwoodOneSports.com or by asking your Alexa-enabled device to open Westwood One Sports. 5:13 to go third quarter. It's the Lions 17, the Rams 3, but the Rams on the move. First down and 10. They have it at the Detroit 15. Terrion Arnold limped off the field, limping on his left side. Two receivers left, one right, Stafford under center. Kyron Williams is the running back. Here's the snap, handed off on a jet sweep. Kupp coming right side, and he is hit hard and knocked down after a yard gain to the 14. Brian Branch led the charge. Good job by the Detroit secondary there. It'll be second down and 9.
Remember the last three drives of LA in the first half. 13 plays field goal, 12 plays, lost the ball on downs, 9 plays, interception in the end zone. They just ran their 9th play, and they're in the red zone again. They have to be able to cash in the end zone.
Second down 9 from the 14. Slot left, single man right, pistol formation. Williams is the back. Stafford walks towards the line of scrimmage, now falls back along the right hash. Cooper Kupp in motion from right to left. Stafford wants the snap. He's got it. Handoff. Williams running toward the left hash marks. And Williams takes it down to about the 11-yard line, so that'll be a gain of 3. It'll bring up a third down and 6. Aiden Hutchinson the tackle. Clock moving, 4:09, 4:08 to go here in the third quarter.
Field shrinks down in the red zone. Lane's a little tougher, both running and passing. And you wonder if the Rams are thinking 2 plays to score a touchdown, not a field goal.
2 receivers left, one to the right. Pistol formation again on 3rd and 6. Kupp sprints across the formation from left to right. Stafford gets the snap. He's back to pass. Stafford looking, throws right side of the end zone for Kupp, and it's incomplete, and a flag comes in. Well, Kupp was asking for it. There was definitely some contact. That's Terrion Arnold who's back in the game. And it looks like Arnold is going to get called for the pass interference. Cooper Kupp talking to him, says, "Young buck, I got you."
Boy, I don't know.
Pass interference, defense, number 0. Ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
I can definitely say that I've seen a lot more contact go uncalled. I think that's the classic case of Cooper Kupp drawing the flag on the rookie.
Yeah. Actually, it looked like Arnold had his face mask for a split second.
So they'll move the ball to the 2. First and goal for the Rams. LA with 3 receivers left. Kupp closest to the line of scrimmage. Stafford under center. Williams is the running back. Stafford brings a receiver in motion from the left. Takes the snap. Handoff Williams. Running off the right side. Powering through tackles. Into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Kyron Williams with a 2-yard touchdown run. And with 3:33 to go in the third quarter, it's now the Lions 17, the Rams 9. The extra point try is coming up.
It's gonna put some life back into the Rams, and especially it's gonna help that old line with 3 backups in there now, and the other 2 players change positions. Definitely going to build their confidence going forward. A hard run by Kyron Williams. Boy, he's so good around the end zone.
Through the tackle of Derek Barnes. 12 touchdowns on the ground for Kyron Williams a year ago. He's got his first of 2024. And now Joshua Carty is on for the extra points. Carty taking his time. Here's the snap. Ball is down. The kick is on the way, and it is good. 3 minutes, 33 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's the Lions 17, the Rams 10. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
There's no better place to watch live TV this fall than Hulu Plus Live TV. You get your favorite sports like football, local channels, shows, and so much more. Plus, get Hulu's entire streaming library with Disney Plus and ESPN Plus included in your plan. No long-term contracts or hidden fees. Don't wait. Start your 3-day free trial of Hulu Plus Live TV today. Live TV plan required. Access content from each service separately. Offer valid for new and eligible returning subscribers only if available. Terms and restrictions apply. Learn more at Hulu.com.
Pain means pause on the things you love. but green means go. Cool the pain with BioFreeze and keep on going. BioFreeze cools and relieves sore muscles and joints. It works fast and is long-lasting by using cold therapy to help relieve the pain. In fact, it's the #1 clinician-recommended menthol topical pain relief brand based on Ipsos clinician survey of chiropractors, podiatrists, massage therapists, retail pharmacists, and athletic trainers. BioFreeze. Green means go. Learn more at biofreeze.com. Use as directed.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards concert tickets for your daughter to see that singer who sings about painful breakups. And one song will inspire your little beauty to break up with that beast she's dating, Brian. Instead, she'll date someone who's nice and worthy of her love, not someone who addresses you and your spouse as bro. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Time is of the essence with COVID-19. Prescription oral treatment must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Learn more at treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
It's Wrangler season out there. Warmer days, cooler nights. Open roads, endless horizons. And you need to be ready in jeans made for the unpredictable. Wrangler, for the ride of life. Shop our newest styles today at Wrangler.com.
The 2024 NFL season is underway. Get your tickets today through Ticketmaster, SeatGeek, and Sports Illustrated Tickets. Members of the NFL Ticket Network. Visit NFL.com/tickets to purchase today. 3:33 to go third quarter. Lions lead the Rams 17-10. LA with an 11-play, 70-yard drive. It took almost 7 minutes off the clock, and that was a much-needed response by Sean McVay's club, Mike.
Boy, that really was. Really, again, building their confidence. And now the defense needs to step up. I mean, the Rams have been dominating the stats. I mean, Detroit doesn't even have over 200 yards. They've run, what, how many less plays? They've run 17 less plays than the Rams have run.
Ethan Evans to kick it away. Drives one toward the back of the end zone. This will be another touchback. And the Lions will have it at the 30-yard line, first down and 10. Jared Goff, 9 of 13, 129 yards and a touchdown. With that last touchdown to Jameson Williams, Goff has now thrown a touchdown in 22 consecutive home games. That ties Matthew Stafford for the longest active streak in the NFL. One other note on that, Goff a year ago had 69 completions of 20 or more yards. Only Brock Purdy had more. And over the last 7 years, Goff has the most completions of 20 yards or more in the NFL. He'll go under center here. Two receivers stacked to the right, single man to the left. Gibbs is the running back. Laporta in motion from left to right. Goff takes the snap, back on a play fake, sets his feet, looks, dumps it over to Gibbs on the right side, slips and falls as he makes his way across the 30. They'll give him progress to the 32. Cam Curl was there to touch him down. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. Don't miss all the NFL action Thursday night on Amazon Prime Video, where the Buffalo Bills meet the Miami Dolphins. Of course, you can also hear Thursday Night Football each week right here, beginning at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on many of these same stations, or online at westwood1sports.com. 2nd down, 8 from the 32. I formation behind Goff, who's under center. Here's the snap, toss play, Gibbs running left, takes it outside the numbers. Not a whole lot of room there. Good job by the Rams to string it out. Gibbs will get 3 to the 35-yard line. Quentin Lake up from the secondary with the tackle. And now a 3rd and 5.
This would be big for the Rams right now. Again, got it to within one score, and they just had a double-digit offensive play drive. So if they can go 3 and out on defense and put that Detroit defense back on the field who just went double play a drive, could get them tired out a bit.
3 receivers right, single man left, 3rd and 5 for the Lions. Goff in the gun with Gibbs to his left. Play clock shows 8. Jameson Williams motions out wide to the right side. Play clock ticks down to 3. Goff waiting on the shotgun snap. He's got it. Back to pass. Looking. Goff steps up, fires over the middle. That's caught, but shy of the first down. Goff threw a fastball to his tight end, Laporta, who made the catch, but a yard shy of the first down. Quentin Lake the tackle, and the punt team is coming out on 4th and a yard.
When you're running a hook route, when you're facing the quarterback on a short and a 3rd and short or mid situation, you have to be at the sticks because you're not going to get yards after the catch when your back is to the defense and you're facing the quarterback. So that Laporta needed to be another yard down the field.
So Fox comes on in punt formation. Williams back deep to return. Here's the snap to Fox. It's a high twisting kick Williams is going to let this one bounce inside the 20-yard line, and then will dive on top of it for some reason at about the 16. Boy, that was a really dangerous decision by Kyren Williams, but it works out. The Rams will have it when we come back with 1:31 to go in the third, 17-10 Detroit. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood 1.
From brakes to exhaust kits and beyond, eBay Motors has over 122 million parts to keep your ride or die alive. With all the parts you need at the prices you want, it's easy to bring home that big win. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Running your own business can feel a lot like running a one-person relay race. When you've got to expand your team, share the baton with Indeed. Their all-in-one hiring platform has smart tools to help you attract, screen, and hire quality candidates to your roster. And they don't just help you hire faster. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites, according to a recent Indeed survey. Nix the hassle. Start hiring. Learn more at Indeed.com/credit to expand your team today.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. JD Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. For JD Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Time is of the essence with COVID-19. Prescription oral treatment must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Learn more at treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Each week on NFL Sunday, Scott Graham gets you up to speed on everything that happened around the league. Hear all the scores and all the key highlights. That's NFL Sunday every Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Find an affiliate near you or listen live at westwood1sports.com. Ryan Radke, Mike Golick, you're at Ford Field in Detroit. You're listening to 2024 NFL Kickoff Weekend, presented by NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV. 1:31 to go in the third. Lions 17, Rams 10. Rams showing a little life despite the fact they are a beat-up team. 2 receivers right, 1 left. 1st and 10 from their own 16. Pistol formation. Williams, the running back, behind Stafford. Play clock down to 8. Stafford takes the snap. Hands it off to Williams. Running left side. Hit behind the line of scrimmage and dropped. Loss at 2 to the 14. Brian Branch came in to make the hit on Kyren Williams. It'll bring up 2nd and 12.
Well, that strong safety, you got to play deep. You got to play like a linebacker, and you got to play up on the line. And Branch did it all right there. That was a great stick. By the way, this series started that first play without Aiden Hutchinson. He's back in now. Had the first play off.
Hutchinson lined up on the near side of the field, working against Warren McClendon at right tackle. 2nd down and 12. 3 receivers right. Cup in motion across the formation to the left. Stafford gets a low pistol snap. Back to pass. Surveys the field. Throws over the middle. That's caught. Tyler Johnson eludes 2 defenders across the 25 to the 30. Cuts right 35. Down to the 40. 45-50. 45-40. 35 to the 30. Johnson still going inside the 25. All the way down to the 24-yard line. Malcolm Rodriguez finally runs him down, but Tyler Johnson made the catch, lost 2 defenders, and went sprinting down the field for 62.
He took an out route and just hit the brakes and cut back inside, and both defenders stayed outside, and he had clear sailing after that.
They give him progress all the way to the 23. 1st down and 10. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Stafford to the pistol with Williams behind him. Cup in motion from right to left, and we've got whistles before the snap.
This is the end of the third quarter.
So the end of 3 here at Ford Field in Detroit. With the score, the Lions 17, the Rams 10. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Hey, football fans, this is Jim Miller. The 2024 season is here, and Pat Kerwin and I have you covered from Week 1 all the way up to Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans.
So be sure to tune in tomorrow as we'll be breaking down all the action from Sunday and getting you ready for the Jets and Niners on Monday Night Football, and of course, taking plenty of your calls.
So come talk some ball with us tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern on Moving the Chains, Sirius XM, NFL Radio, Channel 88, and the all-new Sirius XM app.
Touchdown! Throughout the 2024 season, each NFL team channel on the Sirius XM app will feature the team's pre- and post-game shows before and after every game.
What's given me confidence is how they've responded to adversity.
Get instant reaction, live interviews, and press conference audio. Now your favorite team's broadcast includes their pre- and post-game shows all season long on the Sirius XM app. All 32 team channels are also available in vehicles equipped with Sirius XM 360L radios.
The basketball talk never stops all summer long on Sirius XM NBA Radio.
That's one of the best signings of the summer.
Our experts are breaking down every move and talking to some of the best guests around the association.
We're talking with Rich Paul of Clutch Sports Management.
The head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers is J.J. Redick.
I want that challenge. I'm not going to run from that challenge.
Your 24/7, 365 home for hoops is Sirius XM NBA Radio Channel 86 in the car and anytime you want on the all-new Sirius XM app.
If you love golf, then you should never turn off PGA Tour Radio. Hear from the biggest names in the sport.
Champion golfer of the year is Xander Schauffele.
I think best round of golf ever in my life.
Listen to special shows from people who love the game, like rock and roll legend Alice Cooper.
There's a putt, it must be 90 feet long, and you make that putt.
And get help with your own game.
You'll get through your iron shots and have predictable distance.
It's all golf, all the time, on PGA Tour Radio, Channel 92 in the car, and on the Sirius XM app.
Listen to every Westwood One NFL broadcast this season for free via the NFL app. From now until Super Bowl 59 in February, the NFL is on Westwood One, and it's on the official NFL app too. Download for free today. 15 minutes to go in Detroit. Lions 17, Rams 10. The Rams have seized a little momentum here, Mike. That third quarter may have ended at a really good time for the Lions.
Oh, absolutely did. Detroit's last 3 drives, they only had 9 plays, and Detroit's defense just ran down the field trying to chase down a receiver. They were tired walking to the other end of the field.
Rams 1st and 10 at the Lions 23. Cup in motion from left to right. Here's the snap. Stafford back, looks right, throws right. Caught by Cup just outside the numbers. He's inside the 20. They'll give him forward progress to the 18 before he is driven backward. Carlton Davis the tackle, gain of 5.
So again, the last 3 drives by Detroit were 3 plays and a punt, 3 plays and a touchdown, 3 plays and a punt. They had 9 plays only as an offense in the third quarter. Defense was on the field for a long time. They had the long pass, the run, I should say, after the catch that they chased down. That third quarter ended at a big, big time for Detroit. There were a lot of hands on hips walking down the other end of the field.
Stafford 8 of 9 in the second half, 114 yards. Second down 5, ball at the 18 of Detroit. Receivers left and right. Stafford is under center. Here's the snap. Turns, fakes the handoff. Back to pass with time. Looking, throwing deep. Left side of the end zone. Knocked down, incomplete, but a flag is down. Looked like there might have been a grab against Terry and Arnold as DeMarcus Robinson came out of his break. If this is pass interference, the ball's going down to the 2.
Boy, the rookie is getting picked on.
Pass interference, defense, number 0. The foul occurred in the end zone. The ball will be placed at the 1-yard line. Automatic first down.
Yeah, it's going all the way to the 1.
So there was contact with his left hand in the end zone, but the problem is Arnold doesn't look back for the ball. He's just playing the receiver, and his left hand does go on him. And if he turns back for the ball at all, they're not going to call it.
Well, now the Rams a golden opportunity to tie it up. 1st and goal from the 1. 3 receivers to the right side of the formation. Stafford under center. Williams is the running back. Stafford gets the snap. Hand off to Williams. Off the left side. Trying to power his way in. Not this time. He gets stood up and driven backward. Aiden Hutchinson, Brian Branch, Derek Barnes all there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and goal.
I think 2 of the hardest runners in the league are Kyron Williams, especially around the goal line, and Pacheco from the Chiefs, who runs unbelievably hard. These 2 guys really, really run angry.
Williams, a 5th-round pick out of Notre Dame in 2022, had a fantastic season a year ago. He's got one touchdown run already here tonight. He's the single back again on second down and goal from the 1. 3 receivers right. Stafford takes the snap, handed off on a jet sweep, racing left, Jordan Whittington into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. A 1-yard touchdown run that pulls the Rams within 1.
It's going to come back. It's going to be holding on the Rams.
Oh, man, does that hurt.
Holding offense, number 61. 10-yard penalty, remains second down.
That's Arcuri, who's in there for Noteboom, and that erases what would have been the first NFL touchdown for Jordan Whittington, the draft pick 6th rounder out of Texas.
Yeah, he reaches out. He didn't do much, but he grabbed Aiden Hutchinson by the face mask, and his arm was way extended. That made it way too obvious.
If his hand had been about 6 inches lower, he just would have slapped him in the chest.
Exactly right. Yep.
But you're right. That grab of the face mask made it obvious. So back it up to the 11, second down and goal. 2 receivers right, Cup in the slot, single man left, pistol formation. Johnson in motion from left to right. Stafford gets the pistol snap. Handoff Williams, starts right, cuts along the hash marks, takes it inside the 10 to the 8. That'll be a gain of 3. It'll set up 3rd and goal. Hutchinson with the tackle. Clock moving, 13-12 to go here in Detroit.
And you wonder if the Rams, they have some momentum going. If they don't get in, if they go for it or just kick the field goal, or if they're just playing for touchdowns.
This was the exact yard line at the other end of the field where Stafford threw the pick at the end of the first half. They'll line up in the gun with Williams to his right. 3 receivers left, single man right. Play clock shows 8. Stafford looks over the Lions defense. Play clock melts to 4. Stafford gets the snap. He's back to pass. Blitz coming. Stafford lofts it up. Left corner of the end zone. Jump ball knocked away. Incomplete.
Holding again on the Rams on Arcuri.
Cup was the intended receiver. Branch was in coverage. We'll see what Dan Campbell wants to do here. Does he want to back him up, or does he want to decline the penalty and make it 4th down? He's going to decline it.
Holding offense, number 61. That penalty is declined. 4th down.
I mean, Hutchinson's just working him to the outside, and he turns a corner, and Arcuri's arm gets hung around his neck, or Hutchinson spins to the inside. Just really working the young man. And these are 2 guys that faced each other. Arcuri went to Michigan State, and obviously Hutchinson went to Michigan. They played against each other in college.
So Joshua Carty will come out for his 2nd NFL field goal attempt. Carty hit earlier from 41. This one will be a 26-yard attempt from the right hash, trying to make it a 17-13 game. I'll tell you, that last throw from Stafford, that was also just kind of a heave way up in the air. And Brian Branch, it looked like when that ball left his hand that Branch might have an interception. I think fortunately for Stafford, it drifted just enough to get out of bounds.
They are definitely struggling in the red zone.
So Carty on to attempt the kick. Alex Ward to snap. Ethan Evans will hold. Carty eyes the upright. Snap is on its way. Evans puts it down. The kick is up. It is end over end, and it is good. So with 12 minutes and 32 seconds to go in Detroit, the Rams have pulled within 4. It's the Lions 17, the Rams 13. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Relax into your day with a colorful collage of 90s and 2000s pop.
I want to wake up where you are.
Where memories become your mosaic.
So why don't you slide? I'd catch a grenade for you. Feel the rain on your skin.
Sirius XM Mosaic, Channel 15, and listen at home or at work with the Sirius XM app.
The rest is still unwritten.
I'm Bruce Murray.
And I'm Rich Gannon.
Join us Monday, noon Eastern time on the Sirius XM Blitz. We recap Cowboys, Browns, Rams, Lions, and the rest of Week 1 around the National Football League.
And we'll get you ready for Monday Night Football between the Jets and the 49ers as Aaron Rodgers makes his return to the field.
Rodgers under center, drops back. It's a Jet touchdown!
So don't miss the Sirius XM Blitz with me, along with Rich Gannon, Monday, noon Eastern time on Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Hey football fans, this is Jim Miller. The 2024 season is here, and Pat Kerwin and I have you covered from Week 1 all the way up to Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans.
So be sure to tune in tomorrow as we'll be breaking down all the action from Sunday and getting you ready for the Jets and Niners on Monday Night Football, and of course, taking plenty of your calls.
So come talk some ball with us tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern on Moving the Chains, Sirius XM, NFL Radio, Channel 88, and the all-new Sirius XM app.
Touchdown! Throughout the 2024 season, each NFL team channel on the Sirius XM app will feature the team's pre- and post-game shows before and after every game.
What's given me confidence is how they've responded to adversity.
Get instant reaction, live interviews, and press conference audio. Now your favorite team's broadcast includes their pre- and post-game shows all season long on the Sirius XM app. All 32 team channels are also available in vehicles equipped with Sirius XM 360L radios.
Golick here in the Grainger broadcast booth in Detroit. Huddle up with Grainger to get more done. Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. Call clickgrainger.com or stop by one of over 250 branch locations. 12:32 to go in Detroit. Lions 17, Rams 13. 7-play, 76-yard drive. 3:59 off the clock. Joshua Carty with the 26-yard field goal after penalties erased what could have been the tying touchdown. Here's the kickoff from Ethan Evans, a low wobbler, and it will hit about 8 yards deep in the end zone, trickle across the back line. It'll be a touchback, and the Lions will have it at the 30-yard line. Well, Mike, the Lions had the one big play, the 52-yard touchdown to Jamison Williams. Other than that, their offense has kind of been stuck in neutral here in the second half.
Yeah, they've had 9 plays for 74 yards. Take that 52-yarder out of it. That's 8 plays for 22 yards. Credit the Ram defense for tightening up.
First down and 10. Lions at their own 30 on the near side right hash. Receivers left and right. Here's the snap. Handoff Jahmyr Gibbs. Running right. Contacted immediately and then stacked up and driven backwards for no gain. Well, great job by that Rams defense all over the run. Bobby Brown was the first man to hit Jahmyr Gibbs. Braden Fisk was in there as well. It'll be second down and 10. Think about some of these Lions weapons, Mike, from a year ago. Sam Laporta set a rookie record for receptions a year ago. He's got 2 catches for 18 yards. Amon-Ra St. Brown, one of the best receivers in the NFL. 2 catches, 8 yards in the game tonight. Twin receivers left and right. Goff is in the gun. Laporta in short motion from the right. And we've got movement up front. Goff wanted the snap, and he didn't get it. This will back the Lions up 5 yards.
Yeah, it's been Jamison Williams.
False start. Offense, number 60. 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
He's got 89 yards on 3 catches, including the 52-yard touchdown.
Well, even beyond that, we talked about Detroit and their running game. David Montgomery, 12 carries, 46 yards, less than 4 yards a carry. Jahmyr Gibbs, 7 carries, 21 yards. Trips left, single man right, second down, 15. Shotgun snap to Goff, back to pass, throws left side. That's caught inside the numbers by Laporta. And he takes it out to the 34-yard line. That'll be a gain of 9. Set up a third down and manageable, third down and 6. Kobe Durant, who had been out with cramps, is back on the field. He made the tackle against Sam Laporta.
Boy, I guarantee you that defense that's sitting on the sideline for Detroit is begging for a first down by their offense.
No doubt about it. Third down and 6. 2 receivers left, 2 right. St. Brown is in the left slot. Goff is in the gun. Gibbs to his left. Here's the snap. Goff back to pass. Looking. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to tuck it and run. Angles to the right. Goff diving. Has the first down. Out to the 41. Quentin Lake made the tackle. A gain of 7. Jared Goff using his legs to move the sticks.
Neither one of these quarterbacks are going to threaten you too much with their legs. But you know what? To go enough to move the sticks, and I guarantee you that the happiest group, as I just said, is that defense sitting on the bench. They get a little more of a break. Goff just kicking it into second gear.
Nobody going to mistake him for Lamar Jackson, but he'll take it. 2 receivers left, 2 right. First and 10 Lions at their own 41. Here's the snap. Goff back on a play fix. Sets his feet. Looks, throws left. Got Williams. Makes the catch. Down the left sideline. 45-40. 35-yard line. Stutter step. Out of bounds at the 32. Jamison Williams coming across the field from right to left. And he runs away from the defense again. Give him 27. It's a 100-yard gain for Jamison Williams. And a first down for the Lions.
Boy, they set that up misdirection going right. Quentin Lake on the blitz actually gets to Goff, but Goff just gets the ball off. Jamison Williams is wide open. And, man, he in space. That is trouble for any defense.
4 catches, 116 yards for Williams. 1st and 10 Lions at the Ram 32. Ball is on the left hash. Here's the snap. Handoff Jahmyr Gibbs between the hash marks. Has a crease. Works his way down to the 25. 7 yards for Jahmyr Gibbs on 1st down. That'll bring up 2nd and 3 as the clock ticks down to 9:45 to go. Lions 17, Rams 13. Sean McVay hoping his defense can stiffen up and try to force a field goal attempt.
Well, that was called a nothing fancy run. That was just a pulling left guard in Glasgow, and Parker Hesse, the H-back, taking it right up the gut. That's just straight ahead ball.
Lions will go empty here on 2nd and 3. 2 receivers left, 3 to the right. Goff back in the shotgun and flags fly. There was movement on the right side of that offensive line for Detroit.
Yep. Go from 2nd and short to 2nd and long.
False start. Offense, number 77. 5-yard penalty. Remains 2nd down.
They call it on Ragnow, the center.
Must have yipped with his hand on the ball.
3-time Pro Bowler, including last year. Talk about this Detroit offensive line. Ragnow, a Pro Bowler. Zeitler coming over from Baltimore, a Pro Bowler. Panay Sewell, an All-Pro. Taylor Decker, Graham Glasgow, of course, have been very important over the years. Back it up to the 30-yard line. 2nd down and 8. Goff in the gun. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Here's the snap. Goff back. Looks right. Pumps. Pulls it down. Throws over the middle. And it's incomplete. It might have been intercepted. The officials are taking a look. Intercepted by the Rams. Goff was trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. There was a massive collision with John Johnson, and Johnson grabbed the football. An interception for Johnson and the Rams.
Well, I don't know how he hung on to this ball. That was a collision.
Fans don't think he did. We're getting a look at the replay, Mike. Let's see what you think here.
Oh, it looks like his right hand stays under it. Now, we're getting a different view. This is from behind. I don't know if we'll be able to. His left hand is under it. It looks to me like he still has a hand under the ball.
Yeah,
Boy, what a collision.
I would say that I don't think we've seen anything yet that you would say is definitive to overturn the call in the field, which was interception. Mike, I think you're right. I think Johnson's right hand, just when it looks like the ball is about to hit the turf, he kind of gets his right hand under the point of the football and hangs on. All turnovers are reviewed. Boy, that was just a massive collision between St. Brown and Johnson, and John Johnson, with a terrific interception, will give the Rams the ball at the 20-yard line with 9:09 to go. It's 17-13 Detroit. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood 1.
I went hands-free.
I went hands-free.
I went hands-free.
I went hands-free with Skechers Slip-ins.
Join the millions of people who are celebrating going hands-free with Skechers Slip-ins. Footwear you just step into and they're on. That's right, you don't have to bend down and you don't have to touch them, which is why people can't stop talking.
After trying Skechers Slip-ins, I want all my shoes to have this technology.
So how do hands-free Skechers Slip-ins work? It's like they have an invisible built-in shoehorn so your foot slides into place. Then our heel pillow keeps your foot comfy and secure. And Slip-ins are for the whole family, men, women, and kids, in all your favorite Skechers styles.
It's crazy how something as simple as a pair of shoes have made my life better.
I went hands-free with Skechers Slip-ins, and I'm never going back.
See what everybody can't stop talking about. Go hands-free with Skechers Slip-ins at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Rams football after the interception. Here's the snap to Stafford. Back to pass. Looks, throws right side. That's caught by Colby Parkinson, the tight end. That was the 2nd down play on 1st down. Stafford threw left to Cooper Kupp for 7 yards out to the 27. Parkinson makes that catch, a gain of just 2 to the 29. So now it'll be 3rd down and 1. This coming after the interception by John Johnson, which is one of the best interceptions you're ever going to see.
With the collision that went on with Johnson and the receiver, and for him to keep that hand under the ball and keep possession was really, really impressive. Big down.
3rd down and 1 now for the Rams. They are just 2 of 8 on 3rd down in the game. Pistol formation. Williams, the running back. 2 receivers right and 1 left. Cup in motion from right to left. Stafford gets the snap. Back to pass. Looking left. Steps up. Throws over the middle. Got a man, and it's caught for the first down. That's Tyler Johnson again, rolling across the 40 out to the 42-yard line. A gain of 13, a Rams first down. And boy, has Tyler Johnson made some big plays in the second half.
He really has. He was looking for Cooper Kupp on the as Cooper Kupp was in motion. He's always in motion, to do a little quick out to gain the yards, but he was picked up right away.
Shotgun snap on 1st and 10. Quick throw left side to Kupp. Makes the catch, and Terrion Arnold takes him out of bounds right away. That's right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. 2nd and 10.
That was exactly the play that Stafford looked at him on the 3rd and 1. And good thing he didn't throw it to him on the 3rd and 1 because he gained no yards on this play.
Tyler Johnson last year spent most of the season on the practice squad. He had 2 catches for 8 yards all season. He's got 5 for 79 tonight. 2nd down and 10, Rams at their own 42. Ball is on the near side left hash. 17-13 Lions, 6:56 to go. Pistol formation, Kupp in motion again from left to right. He stops in the right slot. Now Stafford motions Johnson out to the right side. Trips to that side. Here's the snap. Stafford back, looking, throws over the middle. That's caught. That's close to a first down. They're going to mark him just short. A diving catch made by DeMarcus Robinson at the Lions' 49-yard line. Gain of 9 on the play. It'll set up another 3rd down and 1 for the Rams, who are up on the ball quickly. Stafford will line up under center. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Here's the snap. Handoff, straight ahead run, and should be good enough for the first down. It is a 2-yard gain. Kyron Williams just plowing his way straight ahead to move the sticks for L.A.
We talk about Tyler Johnson, just 2 catches last year and 5 in this game. And somebody has to pick up the slack. Puka Nacua out of this game. Looked like it was with a knee issue. We certainly don't know how bad. But somebody else, other players stepping up.
From the Lions 47, 1st down and 10. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Johnson in motion from right to left. Pistol formation again. Now Stafford brings Kupp across the formation. Trips to the left. Here's the snap. Stafford back on a play fake. Short roll. Looks. Throws back to the right side. And Cooper Kupp makes the catch. Did he drag his toes? The officials looking at each other. They're going to say, yes,
wow.
What a catch. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line of Detroit. An absolute strike by Stafford. And Kupp dragging his toes on the sideline. Picks up 20.
I mean, wow.
Quick snap, handoff, straight ahead run. This is Williams. He powers his way down to the 22-yard line. They said that Kupp was out of bounds right at the 27. The fans were screaming for a review, but Cooper Kupp absolutely caught that ball.
That would have been a wasted review. I mean, I saw it in fast motion. I thought there's no way he's going to stay in bounds. And he just tiptoed the sideline beautifully.
Boy, he is so good at that. Rams go quickly, pick up 5 on 1st down, 2nd down and 5. 2 receivers right, single man left. Stafford sends Kupp in motion from right to left. Stafford gets the snap. He's back to pass. Looking left. Under pressure. Gets away. Rolling right. Throws down the field. Got a man wide open. It's caught inside the 10. And DeMarcus Robinson steps out of bounds at the 9. It'll be 1st and goal for L.A. Gain of 13 to DeMarcus Robinson. Ryan Radke, Mike Golick here on Westwood 1. You're listening to 2024 NFL Kickoff Weekend, presented by NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV.
And he was looking for Cooper Kupp again, but Marcus Davenport got right in his face. This is where the Rams have struggled all night long in the red zone.
1st and goal from the 9. Ball is on the right hash. 3 receivers in a triangle to the left. Stafford under center. Kupp starts to the right, now back to the left. Stafford back, throws left side. Kupp wide open, turns it up, racing for the pylon. He is in. Touchdown Rams. A 9-yard catch and run by Cooper Kupp. And with 4:30 to go, the LA Rams have taken the lead. Man, Cooper Kupp was all by himself, and Matthew Stafford, an easy one to his favorite target to put the Rams on top here in Detroit.
I mean, how does Cooper Kupp that wide open? You know he's going in motion every single play. You know he's normally going to do the out route, sometimes the out and up, and he was just wide open. 18 targets, 13 catches, and a touchdown.
Carty on for the extra point try. Here's the snap, ball down. The kick from Carty is on the way, and it is good. 4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining at Ford Field in Detroit. The LA Rams have ripped off 17 straight. They lead the Lions 20-17. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
Tommy! I can't wait for golf this weekend, huh, buddy? Time flies. Love you, man. Oh, don't forget your knee brace again. We aren't in college anymore.
Moments together matter, so help protect yourself from RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or severe diabetes, you're at higher risk of landing in the hospital from RSV, and there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
The long-awaited NFL season is finally here. Don't miss a moment of the action with NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV. When you bundle NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, you get access to every game every Sunday. That's the most live NFL games all in one place. It's a must-have for any NFL fan. Sign up today at youtube.com/NFLST. Device and content restrictions apply. Local and national games on YouTube TV. NFL Sunday Ticket for out-of-market games. Excludes digital-only games.
Scott Graham from our Westwood One studios. Look at the Week 1 scoreboard. Miami beat Jacksonville today 20-17. It was Buffalo 34, Arizona 28. Houston knocked off Indianapolis in Indy 29-27. It was New England winning on the road at Cincinnati 16-10. Pittsburgh all field goals, but they beat Atlanta in Atlanta 18-10. Chargers win in the return of Jim Harbaugh 22-10. Dallas all over Cleveland today in Cleveland 33-17. It was Tampa Bay knocking out Washington 37-20. New Orleans beat up on Carolina 47-10 the final. Seattle beats Denver 26-20. Chicago comes from behind and beats Tennessee 24-17. And it was Minnesota beating the Giants at the Meadowlands 28-6. All the details, post-game reaction and highlights coming up post-game. Back to Ford Field, Ryan and Mike.
Scott, thanks very much. 4:30 to go. The LA Rams have rallied from 17-3 down. They've taken a 20-17 lead. 10-play, 80-yard drive, capped off with a 9-yard touchdown pass to Cooper Kupp. He's got 13 catches for 105 yards and a touchdown. And the Rams back on top as Ethan Evans sends the kickoff to the back line of the end zone, another touchback. And the Lions will start at the 30-yard line. How about the guts shown by this Rams team tonight?
I mean, and really by statistical measurement, they've been outdoing Detroit all night. They have basically 130 more total yards. They've run 24 more plays, and they had the ball for 10 more minutes. And they finally get a couple of payoffs in the red zone.
Just in the second half, Matthew Stafford, 16 of 18 for 187 yards, and Cooper Kupp has 7 catches for 75 yards. First and 10, shotgun snap to Goff, back to pass, throws short right side. That's caught by Amon-Ra St. Brown, just his 3rd catch of the game. Out of bounds at the 35, Kobe Durant in coverage makes the tackle. It'll bring up 2nd down and 5. And Mike, this building that was so juiced up hours before kickoff, they usually go silent when the Lions are on offense, but you can sense kind of the nervous energy in this building.
Yeah, I mean, it's got that way. I mean, it wasn't when it was 17-3. Everybody was partying hard. Now the drinks are set down.
Receivers left and right on 2nd down and 5. Goff is under center. He's got the snap. He's back on a play fake. Blitz coming. Goff hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. Over the head of David Montgomery. Pressure came from Kobe Durant. And now it'll be 3rd and 5. Your local Staples store has hot deals and super low prices on everything for back to school, even technology. Save even more with the Easy Rewards program at Staples.
Well, Kobe Durant put a hit on Goff coming from his blind side.
Well, this is a massive 3rd down now for the Lions. 3rd and 5 from their own 35 with 4:22 to go. 4 of 9 on 3rd down in the game. Lions will go trips left. St. Brown single man right. Goff in the gun, takes the snap. He's back to pass. Pressure coming. Throws deep down the left sideline. Intercepted. And then dropped by Durant. Oh, Kobe Durant climbed the ladder. He had it in his hands. And as he was going to the ground, he dropped it. He can't believe it. It is 4th down. The Lions will punt. But Kobe Durant had that ball right in his mitts. And as he went to the ground, it just popped away from him. He misses out on his 4th career INT, but he does force the Lions to punt it away.
Yeah, just an underthrown ball by Goff. Needed more air on that one.
Fox on to punt. Kyron Williams back to return inside the 20. Saw Williams make a curious decision earlier, jumping on top of a rolling football. Fox hits a high spiraling kick here. Williams signals for an emphatic fair catch, backs up. He's got it around his own 11-yard line. And that's where the Rams will have it, 1st and 10 with 4:10 to go. Rams 20, Lions 17. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
Finding quality candidates for your small business is no little league game, but Indeed can help you cover all your hiring bases. Their all-in-one hiring platform has smart tools to help you attract, screen, and hire quality candidates. And they don't just help you hire faster. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites, according to a recent Indeed survey. Nix the hassle. Start hiring. Learn more at Indeed.com/credit to expand your team today.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Hey, football fans, if you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right, you can earn real cash back with Upside today just for buying the gas you're already buying. Some users make up to $340. Don't wait. Download the free Upside app and use promo code TOUCHDOWN to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Download the Upside app and use promo code TOUCHDOWN for an extra 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank.
Why pay more for a great shave? Choose Barbasol, America's #1 brand of shaving cream. Barbasol's thick and rich lather gives you a close, comfortable shave for just half the price of gels.
Barbasol. Time is of the essence with COVID-19. Prescription oral treatment must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Learn more at treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Digestive health issues can take over your entire day, leaving you feeling bloated and uncomfortable. Reduce strain and have more effective eliminations with Squatty Potty.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for Sunday Night Football.
Get a little home cooking right on your phone. Your hometown announcers are always on the SiriusXM app. SiriusXM Sports. Wherever you are, your team plays here.
Ryan Radke, Mike Golick back in Detroit. 4:10 to go. Rams 20, Lions 17. Rams 1st and 10 at their own 11. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Pistol formation. Williams, the running back. Here's the snap. Stafford back to pass. Looks right, nothing there. Throws over the middle. Caught by Kupp. His 14th catch of the game. Knocked down across the 15 at the 16. Jack Campbell the tackle. Gain of 5. 2nd down and 5. Cooper Kupp has 14 catches. He's run about 9 miles just going in motion tonight. On every single play. He has been incredible.
Need a step counter on him. And he's only averaging about 8 yards of reception. Again, just nickel and diming him to death.
Well, back in that 21 season, Kupp had 145 catches, 1,947 yards, and 16 touchdowns. He won the receiving Triple Crown. That took its toll, though. He's been beat up with injuries the last 2 years. 2nd down 5. Pistol formation again. Kupp in motion right to left. Here's the snap. Stafford back, looking left. Throws up his back foot over the middle. Incomplete. Dangerous throw there that was out of the reach of the intended receiver, Tyler Johnson. Herbie Joseph in the secondary had a chance at a pick. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Stafford is limping, and he was looking at the official. He wanted a flag for a low hit. He came up limping again. He was falling backward.
Onwuzurike got him down around that right ankle that got taped up earlier. Couldn't really see it on the replay. You wonder, though, if Onwuzurike got pushed.
Got blocked into him, yeah.
3rd down 5. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Parkinson goes in motion from right to left. Stafford in the gun, play clock at 3. Now Parkinson motions to the right. Low snap, handled by Stafford. Back to pass, rush coming, throws over the middle. That's caught, and that is going to be right at the sticks, and I think it's going to be a first down. And indeed, it will be a first down. Stafford had everybody collapsing right on top of him, and he was able to get the ball into the hands of Demarcus Robinson.
Boy, how many times has he thrown the ball falling backward and just kind of hanging in the air? But let him enough.
Stafford, 317 yards. It's his 9th career 300-yard passing game in a season opener. That's the 2nd most all time. Only Drew Brees with more. 3 receivers right, 1st down and 10. Rams at their own 22. Here's a handoff. Kyren Williams runs right. He's got nowhere to go. Hit in the backfield at the 20-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple.
Detroit's got to use a timeout here.
Kyle Pecco, just up off the practice squad, made the tackle.
Detroit, their first.
So the Lions call their first timeout with 2:30 remaining. Don't miss all the NFL excitement on NBC next Sunday night when the Bears meet the Texans. Of course, you can also hear Sunday Night Football each week right here beginning at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on many of these same stations, on the NFL app or online at westwood1sports.com. Ryan Radke, Mike Golick here in Detroit. You're listening to 2024 NFL Kickoff Weekend, presented by NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV. This has been a great one tonight. Lions led 17-3. Rams now on top 20-17. 2:31 to go. 2nd down and 12. Lions have 2 timeouts. Rams with the football at their own 20.
Now you expect the ball, if it's a pass, to go to Kupp, but there have been a couple of other receivers who have been counted on.
3 receivers left, 1 right. No Puka Nacua, out with a knee injury. Stafford back in the shotgun. Kyren Williams off to his right side. Kupp starts in motion to the right, now back to the left. Shotgun snap, Stafford back, and flags fly.
Oh, they moved. Rams moved.
False start. Offense, number 71. 5-yard penalty. Remains 2nd down.
Warren McClendon, second-year man out of Georgia.
Again, when you have Aiden Hutchinson.
That little push.
Just a little bit.
So back it up to the 15. That'll make it 2nd down and 17.
Rams want to keep the clock running.
3 receivers left. Pistol formation. Williams the running back. Stafford gets the snap, handed off Williams, running near side left, trying to turn the corner. And it gets dragged down from behind, out of bounds.
That was a mistake. That was a mistake. He's got to stay in bounds there. Force Detroit to use another timeout.
Across the 21, that'll stop the clock with 2:26 to go. So the Lions still with 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Boy, yeah, if you're Kyren Williams, just slide down and
slide down. Got to give yourself up in bounds.
Gain of 7 on the play. It'll make it 3rd down and 10. Just a gigantic play for this Lions defense. Rams 5 of 11 on 3rd down. They've hit each of their last 3. Trips right, single man left. Stafford in the gun with Williams to his left. Kupp starts in motion to the left. Back to the right. Shotgun snap. Stafford back. Under pressure. Floats it downfield for Kupp, and it's incomplete. Kupp had a step on Terry and Arnold. Stafford was moving to his right. Tried to float it back across to his left, and just out of the reach of Cooper Kupp. It is 4th down. There's 2:21 to go, and the Rams will punt.
It just amazes me how Kupp gets open. It just blows my mind how he always gets open. But Stafford has been on the run all night. Rarely has he been able to step into a throw.
And I'll tell you what, I know that was incomplete. That was a pretty good throw for Stafford.
Yeah.
Moving right, throwing back across his body. Evans on to punt. It's an end-over-end kick. Khalif Raymond will take it at his own 29. Raymond starts left, cuts it up across the 30, and then is tripped up at about the 31 or 32-yard line. And that's where the Lions will start 1st and 10 with 2:11 to go, down by 3. with 2 timeouts. A reminder, you can watch NFL Network and Westwood One announcers Rich Eisen and Kurt Warner Sundays at 9 a.m. Eastern on NFL Game Day morning, only on NFL Network. They'll start this drive at the 31.
Well, their second half drives have been 3 plays, 3 plays, 3 plays, 6 plays, and 3 plays. Have not done a lot with the ball. They need to do something here.
Slot left, single man right, 1st and 10 Lions. Here's the snap to Goff. He'll hand it off to Jahmyr Gibbs, running outside the right hash. Gibbs across the 35. He's out to the 36. Braden Fisk with the tackle. Gain of 5, and that is going to take us down to the 2-minute warning. So the Lions get 5 yards on 1st down, and they will talk things over here, down by 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit with the score. The Rams 20, the Lions 17. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
There's no better place to watch live TV this fall than Hulu Plus Live TV. You get your favorite sports like football, local channels, shows, and so much more. Plus, get Hulu's entire streaming library with Disney Plus and ESPN Plus included in your plan. No long-term contracts or hidden fees. Don't wait. Start your 3-day free trial of Hulu Plus Live TV today. Live TV plan required. Access content from each service separately. Offer valid for new and eligible returning subscribers only if available. Terms and restrictions apply. Learn more at Hulu.com.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Mom, meet Sarah.
From first-time Nana moments.
Yeah, welcome to Flight 101.
To annual girls trip moments. Your can't-miss moments are worth protecting against RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or severe diabetes, you're at higher risk of landing in the hospital from RSV. And there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com.
So where should we go next?
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Something amazing is happening here. The next era of AI has arrived. CDW data engineers are helping organizations harness the power of AI with Intel Core Ultra processors. The power to run workloads faster means greater productivity, giving your business a better shot at success. Intel and CDW make amazing happen. Learn more at cdw.com/Intel Client.
The copyright of tonight's broadcast on Westwood One is owned by the NFL on behalf of its member clubs. All rights to this broadcast are reserved, and any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or any other use of this broadcast without the express written permission of the National Football League is strictly prohibited.
2 minutes to go in Detroit. Rams 20, Lions 17. Lions have a 2nd down and 5. The ball is at their own 36-yard line. 2 receivers left and right. Goff in the gun, gets the snap, back to pass, looking, throws over the middle, caught by Laporta, across the 50, down around the Rams 46, and a flag on top of it. Cameron Kitchens made the tackle.
They're going to go with a hit to the head on the defenseless receiver.
Flag was thrown as Laporta was going down.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 26. That 15-yard penalty will be added to the result of the play. Automatic 1st down.
Well, Mike, that is a huge penalty because that alone now puts the Lions in field goal range.
Yeah, and they got plenty of time, 2 timeouts to try and get it in the end zone, go for the win.
18 on the pass play to Laporta. Then you tack on 15 more. The ball is at the 31. It also stops the clock. The Lions still have those 2 timeouts to use. 2 receivers left and right. Goff is in the gun with Gibbs to his right side. St. Brown in motion from left to right. Goff takes the snap, back to pass, throws it right side. Gibbs, he's got it along the numbers. Now bounces outside of the 25. And Jahmyr Gibbs taken down inbounds around the 23. Tackle made by Christian Roseboom. Gain of 8 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 2. Clock moving, 1:35 to go. Lions still have those 2 timeouts.
Again, nice job. The pressure was coming from the opposite side. It left that a lot of running room on that little toss to the right.
Lions content to watch the clock run here. They'll break the huddle and come to the line of scrimmage with two receivers left and right. St. Brown is in the left slot. Laporta is lined up on the right end of the line. Williams in motion from right to left. Shotgun snap to Goff. Back to pass. Looking to his left. Now throws down the middle and it's incomplete. He had Jahmyr Gibbs breaking open and Gibbs tripped and fell around the 5. Oh my goodness. Everybody in the stadium saw it. Gibbs had found open space and he got tripped up on the turf. Incomplete pass. Second down, make it 3rd and 2, 1:06 to go.
Well, you'll see receivers when they go down the field and know that they got open, they throw their hand up to tell the quarterback and that's who Gibbs did, threw his hand up and then tripped over the turf monster.
3rd down and 2. Goff is in the gun, two receivers left, single man right. Laporta in motion from left to right, toss play Gibbs, running right, cuts it up. Jahmyr Gibbs has the first down and gets out of bounds. Stumbling across the 20, out of bounds at the 19. It's a first down for the Lions with 1 minute to go, a gain of 4.
Boy, that was a twofer. Like you said, got the first down and got out of bounds. Didn't have to waste the timeout.
Boy, Cam Curl had a chance to bring him down, and Gibbs got out of the ankle tackle and then stumbled out of bounds.
Play is under review.
They're going to review this. Now, the only thing I can see, Mike, is as Gibbs was stumbling forward, did his left elbow touch inbounds? His hand goes down as he's diving out. Does the elbow and forearm hit before he's out of bounds?
Boy, it's tough to tell from the angle that we're looking at.
And just to clarify, it would still be a first down.
Right.
But the Lions would then have to take a timeout.
Yeah.
Adrian Hill is taking a look. This is really close.
I don't know if you can tell if the form actually hit the ground or not. The form was right by the ground, but I don't know. A lot of times you'll see if you can see some of the black rubber coming up.
After review, it was determined that it was a catch, but that the runner was down in bounds. The clock will be adjusted accordingly.
So it will still be a first down for the Lions. They're talking to Dan Campbell on the sideline. Right now the clock shows 1 minute. Now Adrian Hill's got to run across the field to talk to Sean McVay. Well, this would be a runoff, right? They determined he was inbounds.
The play ended at 1:02. There will be a 10-second runoff. Please set the game clock to 52 seconds. Please set the play clock to 30 seconds. Both clocks will start. Am I ready for play
The
signal?
only thing I don't agree with there is if he was blown, the whistle was blown, he was in bounds. Detroit could have called a timeout right away.
But I don't think Detroit cares because 10 more seconds run off the clock. I think they're fine with that. Now they'll start the clock as the Lions get to the line of scrimmage. Two receivers left, one to the right. Goff in the shotgun with Gibbs to his left. Goff gets the snap, back to pass, throws over the middle, receiver fell down again, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown coming on a slant from the left slot, but he stumbled coming out of his break. 38 seconds remain, second down and 10.
Still good. Whole field is still available to you with 2 timeouts. The receivers just have to stop falling down for Detroit.
Oh, I don't know if St. Brown got tangled up with Lake or if he just tripped on the turf. Either way, it'll be second and 10 from the Rams 19. Goff in the gun, gets the snap. Back to pass. Goff looking, throws over the middle. Caught by Jamison Williams. Running left, and he's tripped up at the 15-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4. Clock is still running. 27, 26, 25. Lions have 2 timeouts.
Yeah, I don't
and
understand.
Now they're going to take the timeout.
Yeah, they ran a little bit too much time off there.
Timeout, Detroit, their second. This will be a 30-second timeout.
Quick break, we'll step aside. 20-17 LA. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood 1.
Tommy! I can't wait for golf this weekend, huh, buddy? Time flies. Love you, man. Oh, don't forget your knee brace again. We aren't in college anymore.
Moments together matter, so help protect yourself from RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or severe diabetes, you're at higher risk of landing in the hospital from RSV, and there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Lions have a 3rd and 5 from the Rams 14. They trail 20-17 with 24 seconds to go. Lions still have 1 timeout. They need to get the ball to the 9-yard line for a first down. 2 receivers stacked right, single man left. Goff in the gun. Jahmyr Gibbs, the running back, to his right. Laporta in motion from right to left. Here's the snap. Goff back, looking left, looking right, throws right side, incomplete. Down at the feet of Jahmyr Gibbs. And with 20 seconds to go, it's 4th down. And Jake Bates is coming out to try to tie the game at 20.
Yeah, that was a bad throw by Goff. Even a good throw, I don't think he would have gotten the first down. Too many defenders there.
Yeah, Goff wanted to go to his left. There was nobody over there. Came back late on the right side to Gibbs, but I agree with you. I don't think there was enough room. So now Bates for a 32-yard field goal to tie the game. Bates hit earlier from 25. It's his NFL debut. Hogan Hatton to snap. Jack Fox will hold. The kick is on the way, and a line drive kick is through, and we are tied. With 17 seconds to go, it's now a 20-20 game.
Wow. Rams made a great comeback down 17-3 to take the lead, forcing Detroit to have by far their best drive of the half. By far their best drive, and actually had a chance to put the game away. Just didn't execute down in the red zone. Took the field goal to tie it up, and I'd say we're heading to overtime.
Well, in some ways, it only feels like that is the way to go with this game.
Yep. I guarantee you this kick is going in the end zone.
You have to think so, right?
Yes. Yes.
Well, the Rams do have 3 timeouts. Right now there's 17 seconds on the clock. So, I mean, if you're the Rams, if you get it at the 30, you're thinking, hey, one big pass play, maybe you got a shot.
Yep. Usually goes on that first play that you run if you gain enough yards to go for it or not.
Joshua Carty, the rookie, does have a pretty big leg. I'll tell you more about that after the kickoff from Bates. He's on the approach. And an end-over-end kick that is headed for the back line of the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A couple of years ago, Carty had a 61-yard field goal for Stanford. So he does have a big leg. And, Mike, that's one thing. With the ball at the 30 now, if you can get a big pass play out to, let's say, the 50, call timeout, hey, one more pass play, you got a shot.
Yep, you got a shot. Again, with those timeouts, you have the whole field available to you. Now, we haven't seen Stafford with the ability or the time to have many shots down the field because of the pass rush.
That's a great point to bring up. In order to get that pass play I was talking about, generally you're going to need time to sit in the pocket for those receivers to get downfield. Shotgun snap. Stafford back. He looks, throws down the right sideline, and it's almost intercepted. Carlton Davis had a chance at his own 45-yard line, a throw that kind of floated, and Davis went into a dive, had the ball go through his arms, and he's now down and hurt.
Boy, that would have changed everything. They would have had the ball at their own 45.
Yeah, with still a timeout where they could have thrown the ball over the middle. Oh, Carlton Davis, that one hit him right in the chest and went through his arms as he was going to the ground. He's over on the Rams sideline, so the Lions trainers have to come all the way across to check on him. A reminder to stay with us for the Sunday Night Football postgame report. We'll recap the highlights and stats from tonight's game. Plus, you'll hear from a member of the winning team. And Scott Graham will have all the scores and highlights from around the league. That's coming up after the game. Davis is still down and being attended to.
I think he just landed on his stomach.
Oh, Davis comes out, which he will because the trainers are out. That means Ennis Rakestraw comes in, the second rounder out of Missouri. You've talked about this revamped Lions secondary. They spent their first 2 draft picks on DBs, in addition to bringing Davis in the trade from Tampa Bay.
Yeah,
Davis is up and now walking across the field very slowly.
I think he got his wind knocked out of him, landed on his stomach. I'd have flown up. Landed on my stomach. It just shows he's probably got a 6-pack.
Well, that's all those tacos you ate before the game.
It's fuel. Protein.
Davis jogging now over to the Lions sideline. 11 seconds to go. Rams have the 3 timeouts. Stafford got decent protection on that drop back.
He quick snapped it. The D-line wasn't really ready to go, and they got off the ball late.
2nd down 10. Stafford in the gun. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Stafford points to his right, sends Williams out into the right slot. Play clock down to 7. Stafford lifts his left leg, takes the snap. He's back to pass. Stafford looking, rush coming. Stafford steps up, hit from behind. He's sacked. Taken down by Hutchinson. Finally got home. A loss of 5. Back to the 25-yard line. And that is going to bring us to the end of the 4th quarter. So the Rams will let the clock expire, and we will have more football in Detroit. End of the 4th quarter. All tied up at 20 between the Lions and the Rams. Back with overtime in a moment. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
The basketball talk never stops all summer long on Sirius XM NBA Radio.
That's one of the best signings of the summer.
Our experts are breaking down every move and talking to some of the best guests around the association.
We're talking with Rich Paul of Clutch Sports Management. The head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers is J.J. Redick.
I want that challenge. I'm not going to run from that challenge.
Your 24/7, 365 home for hoops is Sirius XM NBA Radio Channel 86 in the car and anytime you want on the all-new Sirius XM app.
If you love golf, then you should never turn off PGA Tour Radio. Hear from the biggest names in the sport.
Champion golfer of the year is Xander Schauffele.
I think best round of golf ever in my life.
Listen to special shows from people who love the game, like rock and roll legend Alice Cooper.
There's a putt, must be 90 feet long, and you make that putt.
And get help with your own game.
You'll get through your iron shots and have predictable distance.
It's all golf, all the time, on PGA Tour Radio, Channel 92 in the car, and on the Sirius XM app.
I'm Bruce Murray.
And I'm Rich Gannon.
Join us Monday, noon Eastern time on the Sirius XM Blitz. We recap Cowboys, Browns, Rams, Lions, and the rest of Week 1 around the National Football League.
And we'll get you ready for Monday Night Football between the Jets and the 49ers as Aaron Rodgers makes his return to the field.
Rodgers under center, drops back. That's a Jet touchdown!
So don't miss the Sirius XM Blitz with me, along with Rich Gannon, Monday, noon Eastern time on Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Hey football fans, this is Jim Miller. The 2024 season is here, and Pat Kerwin and I have you covered from Week 1 all the way up to Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans.
So be sure to tune in tomorrow as we'll be breaking down all the action from Sunday and getting you ready for the Jets and Niners on Monday Night Football, and of course, taking plenty of your calls.
So come talk some ball with us tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern on Moving the Chains, Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88, and the all-new Sirius XM app.
Mike Golick back in Detroit. 2020 ball game as we head to overtime. Lions won the toss. They will get the ball first. Matthew Stafford called heads. It was tails. And so the Lions will have the ball. If Detroit scores a touchdown, the game is over. Otherwise, the Rams would get to possess the football, and then it would go into a sudden death situation. The other way, the game could end right away if the Rams were to get a safety.
Right.
But the Lions will have it first. If you're just joining us, Detroit led this game 17-3. The Rams, who have been completely beat up with a reshuffled offensive line, no Puka Nacua, who got injured in the first half. The Rams came back, ripped off 17 straight, led 20-17, only for the Lions to put together a drive and kick a game-tying field goal with inside of 30 seconds left. Rams had a couple of shots at it, but Aiden Hutchinson sacked Matthew Stafford on the final play of regulation.
For the Rams, it's been the Cooper Kupp show since Puka Nacua has been out. 21 targets, 14 receptions, 110 yards. Again, just averaging about 8 yards per reception. Not really, a ton down the field, but a lot of possessions.
You feel like Matthew Stafford could go to the line of scrimmage and scream out, "I'm throwing it to him," and it wouldn't matter.
Right, it blows my mind. Again, going back to 21 when he had the 145%, it's like the ball's going to him. He's in motion every play. He takes 30,000 steps a game. He's in motion every play. He's running the out, the up, the middle route, and he's open.
Stay up to date with Westwood One Sports by following us on X and Instagram. In-game highlights, direct links to listen to live games, behind-the-scenes photos, and more. Follow Westwood One Sports on X and Instagram. All right, Ethan Evans has the ball teed up at the 35. He'll kick it from our left to our right. Tom Kennedy and Khalif Raymond back deep to return for the Lions. We've only seen one kick return tonight. Everything else has been a touchback. If you didn't follow the NFL today, we did get our first kickoff return for touchdown. It came in Buffalo. DJ Dallas of the Arizona Cardinals had a kickoff return for touchdown.
Yeah, 94 yards.
Ethan Evans on the approach. And he drives an end-over-end kick deep. And that one is headed for the uprights. And the Lions will start at the 30-yard line, first down and 10. Well, Mike, the Lions offense was really silent in the second half until that final drive. What changed for them?
Well, I mean, they were able to run on the outside, get the corner on the outside, and again, it was shorter passes. This has been a game. We had the one long pass to Williams for 52 yards in the touchdown, but other than that, it's been shorter passes, and Detroit has mixed in the run fairly well. They went away from it a bit, though, but they started hitting outside runs.
Receivers left and right. Goff is under center, takes the snap, hands off. No, they're going to flip it on the end around to Raymond running left, and Raymond is across the 40 to the 41. That's on me. I got fooled. I thought Goff handed the ball off. The running back got crushed in the backfield, but instead it went to Khalif Raymond, and he picks up 12.
They made me look good. I just said on hitting some outside runs.
There you go.
Appreciate that. Yeah, that was a great fake up the gut run because they had been successful earlier in the game running it up the gut.
Montgomery is the single back. One wide receiver split out wide to the right side. Here's the snap to Goff under center. Handoff Montgomery. Runs right along the hash. 45-50 breaks the tackle. 45 to the 40. Still on his feet and diving down to the Rams 37. Tre'Davious White made the tackle. It's a gain of 21.
This is back to what they were doing earlier in the game. Right side of the line. Penei Sewell, the all-pro, coming off. What a great job with him in the double team with Zeitler, comboing up to the second level.
St. Brown will go wide left. Three tight ends on the field for the Lions. Laporta in motion from right to left. Goff under center. Hesse now into the backfield as the fullback. Here's the snap. Handoff Montgomery running along the left hash. Montgomery bouncing off tackles. Keeps his feet. Takes a shot. Hangs onto the football. Down to the 28. 9 more for David Montgomery. Jared Verse made the hit. Second down and 1.
You know, there's X's and O's and there's want to. He's stopped at the line, a yard past the line of scrimmage. He's hit. He's got two guys on him. And he just keeps his legs going and keeps going to the outside. That's just, it's like rebounding in basketball. There's X's and O's and then there's just wanting to get it done, wanting to stay on your feet, wanting to drive forward. That's what Montgomery was doing.
Montgomery checks out. Gibbs is in. Second down and 1 from the Rams 28. Goff under center, takes the snap. He's back to pass, swings it out right side. Gibbs makes the catch. Room to run. Across the 25, and he's out of bounds around the 20. They're going to mark him out of bounds at the Rams 18. Easy swing to Jahmyr Gibbs. He picks up 10. Troy Reeder ran him out of bounds, but the Lions are in the red zone. A touchdown would win it for Detroit.
Boy, for the third, all the third, and most of the fourth, they've been 3 plays, 4 plays, 6 plays, and out. In their last 2 drives, they go down to tie it up, and then this drive, looking like they did earlier in the game.
From the Rams 18, first down and 10. Goff will go under center. Gibbs remains the running back. Receivers left and right, tight ends on either end of the line. Goff puts his hands under center. Takes the snap, turns, hands it off. This is Gibbs between the hash marks. Gibbs angling left, takes it down to the 15-yard line. Gain of 3. Reeder with the tackle. It'll bring up second down and 7. David Montgomery will check back in now for Detroit.
Runs like this just set up a play-action short pass. Probably what they're looking for.
With this Lions offense, outside of one big play to Jamison Williams, was dormant for almost the entire second half, but they came to life on that final drive, aided by a Rams penalty to tie it up, and now they are moving here in overtime. Second down, 7 from the 15. Slot right, single man left, shotgun snap, handoff Montgomery, straight ahead, left hash. He's close to a first down. They're going to mark him just short. They gave him progress to the 9. Gain of 6. It'll be 3rd down and 1. There you go again, Mike. Give it to David Montgomery, and he just went straight ahead.
Straight ahead. Again, this is early in the game. This is exactly what they're doing. And this is what they need to do right now. No games, no passing, just run it and get the first down. Have 1st and goal.
15 carries, 82 yards for Montgomery. He stays in as the single back. 2 receivers right, 1 left, all tight to the line of scrimmage. Goff pointing to his right side. Puts his hands under center with a play clock at 7. Here's the snap. Goff will hand it off. Montgomery straight ahead. He's got the first down. He powers to the 5, to the 4, down to the 3, to the 2, and finally brought down at the 1. The Lions are on the doorstep. David Montgomery gains 8. It'll be 1st and goal.
And you know who loves this drive the most? The offensive line. Offensive linemen love to put their hand in the dirt and go forward, not back up to pass protect. They want to go forward. They want to play smash mouth. And that line is just staying on their defenders. The defenders are just trading 1 for 1, not able to come off. There was a double team into the linebacker. It's a great job by the O-line and hard running.
1st down and goal from the 1, and now the Rams are going to take one of their 2 timeouts. They wanted to give their defense a second. Well, David Montgomery running hard, getting help from his O-line.
What a difference in O-lines for the Rams. And really the makeshift O-line has not been playing that bad for the Rams. Backup D tackles, a backup center in there. But this is a veteran offensive line for Detroit. And they are run blocking the hell out of the ball right now.
27 rushing touchdowns a year ago, tied with Miami and San Francisco for the most in the league. They're on the doorstep here. You got to think they're going to try to just pound this thing in.
3 times, 4 times. Yeah, if it takes them that many.
Goff will go under center. Montgomery is the single back. Receivers left and right. Laporta in motion. Here's the snap. Handoff Montgomery running right into the end zone. Touchdown Lions. Bowl game Lions. David Montgomery with a 1-yard touchdown run, a walk-off. And the Lions in overtime beat the Rams 26-20. What a way to start the Sunday night schedule here in 2024. David Montgomery powering that one in for the touchdown run. And the Lions start 1-0 with a home win. They knocked the Rams out of the playoffs a year ago. And they drop them to 0-1 to start this season. What a drive put together by Detroit to win it in OT.
7 plays, 45 rushing yards. And nothing. There was a 1 end around on the fake handoff up the middle and the end around. Other than that, runs, 8 plays, 7 rushes, and for the most part, straight up the gut. An offensive lineman's dream.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this is the kind of game that you love. The Rams, with all that went wrong for them, fighting back to take the lead. They showed a lot of guts, but so did Detroit to go down and tie it up. And then in overtime, they got the ball and said, you're not getting it back.
I mean, they need to, for the Rams, listen, there's no moral victories in pro sports, but they got to see how the injuries are to the backup in Notebook, to Puka Nacua. Havenstein, how his injury is going to affect. Jackson, the left tackle, is suspended for at least one more game. So they need to get right from an injury standpoint because they came back well in this game.
Well, meanwhile, the Detroit Lions finish it off on the 1-yard touchdown run from David Montgomery. 17 carries, 91 yards in that touchdown. He did most of the work behind that offensive line on the drive as the Lions win it in overtime, 26-20. They start the season 1-0. While the Rams fall to 0-1. Just a heck of a game between these two teams and this sold-out crowd that was so juiced up, so jacked up here early on their feet. A little bit nervous there in the second half, but they see their team show some of that magic they had a year ago that took them all the way to the NFC title game.
Yeah, the Rams defense stepped up big time in the second half. The offense was short on players, and the defense stepped up and really kind of stymied Detroit. And listen, that last drive, as a former defensive lineman, is a defensive lineman and defensive person's nightmare. When you get the ball just run down your throat.
Let's head down to the field. We're joined by David Montgomery, who had the walk-off touchdown run. David, Ryan Radke, Mike Golick upstairs. We appreciate a few minutes. Just take us through that final drive. You guys got the ball in overtime. They put it in your hands, and you ended the ball game.
Yeah. I didn't do nothing. I just, my O-line and the receivers doing what the hell they do best, blocking and going hard to the clock hit 0. And they was able to do that, and we was able to close it out. So first and foremost, get all the glory to Yeshua and allow him to know that without him, I'm nothing. You know, and with him, I'm everything.
What was the talk? You guys were up 17-3, and then you find yourself down 20-17. Yeah. What was the talk on the sideline?
Come on now. We got grit. We done been here before. So, know the kind of team we got and the kind of guys we got in the locker room. Great character guys. So, we put it together and we finished it out, man. We trusted each other throughout the whole game. Ben said it wasn't going to be our best game, and sure it wasn't. So, we know that, and we're going to grow and get better from this.
How upset would you have been on that last drive if they called the pass play?
I wouldn't have been upset at all as long as we won. I don't care none. I got to go see my son now.
Hey, David, congratulations. We appreciate the time. Heck of a ball game tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
David Montgomery, the Detroit Lions, 17 carries, 91 yards, a walk-off 1-yard touchdown. And the Detroit Lions go to 1-0 on the season, an overtime win as they beat the Rams 26-20. When we return, Scott Graham rejoins us from our Progressive Insurance studios with the postgame report. Protect the stuff you love with renter's insurance. Visit Progressive.com. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.